Today, we're going to talk about the potential of a Celebrini market bubble. We'll review this week's Blackhawks Centennial hobby boxes, share Tiger Woods' birthday card, and a whole lot more. Welcome back to episode 361 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
It's your friendly neighborhood hockey-loving goofballs. Welcome to the Gongshow.
Hello, hobby family. We have a super show for you today. We have, of course, the one, the only, the intrepid, the mighty Baba Louie. We have Phil Sniffles Marsh, and then our good friend Victoria joining us once again. Hello, guys. Hi, Victoria. We'll start with you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy. I'm getting really into hockey, so I'm excited to be here today for sure.
Nice. Yeah. You've got some pickups to share, which is amazing to see. So I can't wait to talk about those at the end of the show. Baba Louie, are you still working 24 hours a day and painting your basement?
Yep. Never ends, brother.
What happened? Can I share with you guys the conversation I had with Baba Louie this morning, which I'm 100% convinced of? I told him, it's like, dude, realize now you're going to end up painting your entire house. It's going to happen because it's like the whole like bath towel thing, right? Your significant other, somebody like that wants to get new bath towels, and then you end up remodeling your entire house 6 months later after that because it starts a cascading effect. And Baba Louie is already talking about painting a wall in one of his kids' bedrooms, the kitchen.
Not me. This is my area. I'm redoing it. If they want to paint upstairs, they paint upstairs.
Is they start with a J and end in O-N?
No? Yeah.
Is that who they is? Okay.
I think they is Joanne telling Louie to paint the rest of the house.
Yeah,
that's what I think they.
That's the plural that works. Yeah, I can get behind that one.
You both just called her Joanne. You better hope she doesn't listen
Joanna,
to this, or you're
I'm
gonna
sorry.
have a short life.
Joanna.
I'm sorry. Well, you say JoJo. I know. I was trying to be.
Yeah.
I don't
just
know.
say that.
I don't. Sometimes I want to be different. I don't know. Okay, wait. Can we go back a sec?
You're different.
You significant others and you have matching towels like for the shower. You said
No, will they
towels?
coordinate the bathroom, like the motif?
The motif. You mean your shower towel, like when you get out of the shower?
Like, no, everything matches, right? So if the towels change, then the decorations don't work.
Like
and
my
then
mom's
the walls are the wrong color, and then the countertop is wrong, and the floors, and then you need a new toilet, and pretty much the whole house is in studs. That's the way it works in my house.
Never had that problem. I kind of wish I did, but I kind of really deep down don't.
We're changing out the bath towels, so now we got to change out the hand towels so they match.
Hand towels.
Then the soap tray, yeah, it all goes from there, dude. But
You mean pants?
okay, we cannot go longer without getting to you, Philip Marsh,
Oh, wonderful.
and your weekend. We know that you went away with a friend
Yes.
this weekend, and what was it? Saturday morning on our Gongshow group text, we got.
I'm sorry.
Gongshow Worldwide.
I flooded it. Yeah.
We got a flood of messages because you had quite the adventurous night. You didn't sleep, and why? Why did you not sleep on Saturday night?
Well, contrary to my youth when I didn't sleep and had great nights and horrible nights, but they were all great. This was not one of those. And let's try and keep a long story medium. At 12:30, myself and my friend, it was about bedtime. She wanted to have a cigarette, so she went outside. Oh, can I say that? Is that a bad word now? I don't know. And so
A dart.
a dart, sure. And so we've been in and out of the side door the whole night, in and out of the hot tub. And I like to color outside. I'm not a big color guy inside. So the door locked behind us, and it was 12:30. It was horrible. For some reason, I decided to put the deadbolt on in the front door, so the digital lock going in and out. Sure, it worked, but the deadbolt was on. And the side door was just an old flimsy, anyone listening, and you guys know those old doors. If you slam the door 10 times, I tested it after it would lock. So I must have just slammed it a little too hard, and it was one out of those 10 times, and it locked. Here's the worst part, though, is that I guess we could have stayed in the hot tub. I wasn't thinking the most straight. I was thinking was staying alive. I checked the thermometer outside, and it was minus 32, which for you guys would be like minus 20. It was very cold. I was in my sandals, my house coat, and my boxer shorts. And my friend was in her house coat and girly pajamas. There are no neighbors. There are.
Yeah. Are you on the country?
We were on a lake. We were on the Mississippi, and we were on a lake. And when we drove up, we saw a house being built, but there's nobody there, and it was kind of close. There are no other neighbors. I didn't know what to do, but survival mode kicks in. And I do have to say, it gets to the point where if you freeze to death, I don't think it's a bad thing, because it got to a point where I was just numb. But what scared me was my friend Samantha would stop talking. And when I was trying to get in the house, I couldn't find her. So I was like, oh boy, all these like Twitter headlines were flying in front of me. Local girl freezes to death in forest while mom runs back in a hot tub. So I had to walk through the woods, the trees, the forest, hoping that, and I found a house. It was about
How far?
About 150 feet.
Okay.
And the word is because I had to go through with my sandals, and it was horrible. I didn't even park my truck near the Airbnb. I parked my truck about 100 feet up a hill that you had to walk down. So I wasn't going to walk up the hill. There's no houses there. I was looking for a light. Anyways, banged on the door for about 20 minutes. They weren't answering. I found Samantha, brought her to the door. She didn't talk the whole time. I was getting nervous. And banging on the door, 20 minutes. They weren't answering. And that's when my heart sank. I was like, oh no. We have to get back to the hot tub immediately, because this is how it happens, right? This is how, when you hear people, how did someone freeze to death on the side of the road? I know how they froze to death. It's scary. But you're not scared at the same time. You just have to do what you got to do. So I decided to maybe go look for another house. I should have sent her to the hot tub, and then I heard a dog bark. Once I heard a dog bark in the house, that said game on. An older gentleman answered the door, probably about 65, 70. He let us in. We told him what was going on. He was very hesitant at first, but once he saw Samantha's face, I swear to God, she had mild hypothermia. He kind of freaked out and was like, "Oh my God, get inside, get inside." Once he realized we're not trying to rob him or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I logged in to my Airbnb on his cell phone. All I had was a Bic lighter. That's all I had. So he logged on to his Airbnb. I messaged the emergency. This is where it gets horrible. So everybody listen, this is where it actually gets horrible. Everybody, I apologize. On Airbnb, I logged in on his iPhone. It said it was a service I rented the Airbnb from, a company that takes it on behalf of the owner.
Sure.
It said, here's a phone number 24/7 in emergency. We live in Carlton Place, which is only about 15 minutes from the Mississippi Lake. So I call the number. She answers right away. She's in a car. Okay? And I'm trying to talk to her. So I tell her what happened. She goes, oh, there's a spare key somewhere beside the house. The old man goes to look. For almost an hour, he looked for the spare key. This man was amazing, an angel. He came back. There's no spare key. I call her back. Oh, that's really weird. It should be there. I'm like, well, you just drive here and let us in. And I'm explaining to her that the door locked behind us. Do you know what her solution was? So the gentleman was getting a little frustrated listening to me because I was being a little kind. I don't have a middle. I'm either a little too kind or a little too mean. So he grabbed the phone and he said, listen, these folks are in bad shape. Like we were in bad shape. And her solution, she said that her husband was away on business. Then when I got the phone back about half an hour, we're like arguing on the phone. This is insane. She told me her husband was in bed post-surgery. Once I caught her in the lie, I hit my 10. I hit my 10 right away. I busted out. I have a business. You need to step up here. This is insane. She said, here's the code for the bunkhouse. There's a space heater and no washroom. Maybe the neighbors can let you use the bathroom. I can drive there in the morning. That's when I got a little more upset. And I said, you need to come here immediately. So she got there in about an hour. I convinced her to get there. We won't say how. I convinced her to get there, and she just opened the door. We went right in.
Oh my gosh.
And today, do you know what I got? About an hour ago when I woke up from my nap.
A bad review?
No, I got a $52 Uber fare invoice for her Uber.
What?
She sent me 2 Ubers, one there, one back, and they equal to $52.
No way.
So I immediately responded, I absolutely will pay that, no problem. I expect a full refund, which was $903 after taxes. I was not going to ask for a refund. Poop happens. I'm not going to complain. I order a Canadian, I get a blue, I don't say anything, right? There's no point to complain. So what? What are they going to do? Give me half my money back? Whatever. What's $400? But now I want every penny back. I want every single penny back. Yeah.
Are you going to go to Airbnb? And because
I don't know.
I would contact Airbnb.
I'm not a kick upstairs kind of guy, but I'm willing to do it on this one. I'll give you an update next one. I'll give you an update. Yeah, sorry for hijacking there. I got
that's a crazy story. Well, tell us about your purple foot.
It was my broken foot, and I don't. So the woman, I understand. Like some people, she was so caring, and she's like, "No, it'll develop into problems when you're my age." I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I could feel my foot. It was, it did get a little scary when they weren't answering. I was a little like, this isn't good. Like this isn't good at all. This is the borderline survival. I know
was
that
your foot burning as it warmed up then?
No, I didn't notice. Like I was a little out of my body, kind of like an out of body experience. I was watching this happen from above. It was very, very peculiar. And guardian angels. I mean, I got really lucky, I probably had another 100 feet after that in me. And then after that, I would have just gone back to the hot tub.
Did you ever consider breaking a window at the Airbnb? I mean, if it's a matter of life and death, you got to get inside the building.
That would not be an issue. Yeah. So if I sat in the hot tub long enough, I probably it's a side door with a knob. I could have just hip checked the thing and it would have cranked it off. I mean, I've done it before. And then I could have driven to Crown Place, replaced it. But I don't know. I can't. That's not how my thoughts went. I talked to Cole's mom today and she was very, very impressed I didn't kick the door in. So that's a big step for me. No,
well, really, it would have been reasonable for you to do that, don't you, Victoria? At that point, I mean,
you got to do it. It's like negative 32. Like,
it's $100 for a knob. I mean, I had my work truck with me. I had one of my work trucks, so I had all the tools in it. I completely could have done it. I'm sure it's destructive, and that's bad. And that's kind of like my motto the last 10 years. So,
well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad your friend is okay.
I'm good.
Holy moly.
Curveball story. Yeah. So we Saturday was movie day. I discovered this show called Suits. That's
you know what we call that show?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
You just started it?
Harvey's great. I'm only like 5 episodes in the first season. I love Harvey.
Oh, Donna.
Yeah,
Donna's great.
At my house, awesome. What we call that show is this. We go, ooh, Donna.
Oh, that's what we call it. Ooh, Donna. Does Harvey and Donna hook up?
No.
They don't?
I don't remember now.
No.
Oh, well, that's kind of good. Yeah, it's good to have those kinds of friendships. It's good.
That's
see.
Good.
Harvey's awesome. Yeah, Donna's great. Yeah. Oh, you know who's in it though? I was like, man, this woman's such a bad actress. I'm like, why is she so familiar? It took
Meghan Markle.
I didn't tell till episode 3. I had no idea who that was, and I looked her up. I'm like, oh, she's a bad actress. She's not
like
good.
The main, her and Harvey and what's his nuts. They like the main.
I didn't know, Louis. The third episode, Samantha's like, you know who that is, right? I'm like, I have no idea. Meghan Markle.
Oh
I'm like, Meghan Markle. Yeah. Oh, Harry's wife.
Yeah. You're gonna like it. It's a great show.
It's a great show. Yeah. That's after really this podcast. It's little
full
honey,
binge.
decaf, and
back to Suits. All right.
Yeah.
Couple quick announcements and we'll get today's show rolling. We're still in the pre-order for Reloaded. Hopefully that ends in a few days. Still waiting to get the product in. As soon as we can ship it, we'll make it available to everyone. So if you are a member of our Discord community, and a bunch of boxes have been selling, so very thankful and grateful to everyone there for participating in 2026 Volume 1. You can still get in on the action for the next couple of days. You just got to be a member of our Discord. And then again, thanks to AMG Collectibles, who is our buying partner on this. They put together an awesome checklist that you can see at hockeychecklist.com, along with a photo of every single card that'll be in the set. So again, still very excited about that. Okay, Phil, back to you. So it was a fun Friday nights with Phil. I was producer Josh.
Yeah, you had a little god complex there. And you know what, you turd nugget, I have not watched the beginning yet, and I have when you guys were abnormal. Yeah, see, did you see Victoria's face? I saw that. Yeah, there's gonna be.
It's her fault. She made me do it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Me, I was like backing you up.
Were you?
Oh, I was backing you up.
Yeah, right. Backing the bus up right over you.
That's all right. I deserve it. It's good to throw crap at me. No, it's good. How was it? I don't know. I had fun.
Well, you chimed in from the hot tub. I thought Dave and Chandler and Victoria did an awesome job. Dave regaled a lot of his trip to your house, I had about 4,000 questions about what Phil's universe looks like. And
yeah, he said, it was great. I talked about my Ottawa trip and the house and your house layouts and the contents of the rooms. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, it was like nitty gritty. Like, I know what your bedroom looks like now. And I don't know if I want it.
Nothing in my bed. It's a bed and a TV. That's it.
No, but it's like bed on the floor, TV right at the foot of the mattress, space behind the TV. It's like very Phil, I guess, is what I would say.
He took great joy in talking about how you pulled your dresser away from the wall.
Well, yeah, it's closer to my bed. I don't see anything weird with that. I see that very normal. I don't understand.
Very practical. You're right.
It's very, I'm pragmatic.
There you go. Well, anyone that hasn't caught the show, you have to go to the Gongshow YouTube channel and definitely do that. And then lastly, before we get going, just a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. Well, what that means is we rely on the support of the good watcher and the good listener, like yourself, to help us cover show expenses, produce more and what we hope to be better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives, even in a small way, to grow the hockey hobby. You can support us for as little as $5 US a month, be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. You get access to our Discord. You get the Feature Watch Gonger title, because it's out of $9.99. And all the fun stuff there. Behind the Bench, our Discord exclusive show with our good friend Neil. And 5K Challenge, which is going on right now. Show off your cards and make new friends. So it's a very good time. If you want to support us, just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com. Click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gongshow. The link in the show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram, TikTok profiles too. Baba Louie. Yep. We have one new patron since our last show.
Oh, good.
That we want to shout out with a fascinating name, I'll say.
Oh, yeah, good. I like good names. What is it?
We got Chief Face Roll.
I like it.
I wonder if he's related that one.
I wonder if he's related to Major Foot Crunch. Is that good? Does that make sense a little bit, eh?
No.
Major.
I was trying to think. It's like, I know what an eye roll is. It's like a face roll, a very exaggerated version of an eye roll.
It's what your wife does when you walk away. Like,
yeah, probably. Thanks for tearing the scab wide open.
No problem. Wow, ask Victoria. We have an inside loophole here. Victoria, is that what you do when Paul walks away?
It's mostly like when he says like silly things. Like, I can't help it, you know?
Yeah, I don't feel like you wouldn't hide that from the man.
Or like, no, never. Yeah. Or like when I'm telling a story and he like asks a question that I already answered. It's like,
well, that's sometimes we need to know twice. All right, let's not go there.
Story's so nice, we'll ask it twice. Okay.
Yep.
Pablo, you got the game plan?
Got it. Let's go. First off, it's get to know your Hall of Famers. Then we're back into Who's Hot and the Struggle Bus. Following that, we'll get into some hobby news. And then after that, is a Macklin Celebrini bubble coming? Guess we'll find out. Then it's some new product releases. After that, we'll jump into the Gongshow Mailbag and wrap her up with personal pickups.
Thank you, Louie. Okay, let's start today's podcast as we always do with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we pick one Hall of Fame player every show, do a quick profile, cover why you should care about them, then take a look at their hobby markets. We started with the very first ever Hall of Fame class in 1945, have since been working our way to the present day. Now, after taking a brief detour from the class of 1966 on Thursday to honor the late, great Glenn Hall, we're back at it today, and we'll feature Ted Kennedy, not the senator from Massachusetts, but the hockey player from Toronto. You guys familiar with Ted Kennedy?
No, is he like one of the Kennedys, though?
I don't think so.
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Maybe like a great distant relative.
Is he bona fide?
I don't know. Do you know that my family is originally from Canada? Did I ever say that on the show?
What?
No, I didn't know that.
From Thunder Bay.
Oh, very north.
I'd probably just say you're American.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thunder Bay's great. Great.
Okay. Theodore Samuel Teeter Kennedy lived from 1925 until passing away at the age of 83 in 2009. Would you guys be happy with the nickname Teeter? Now, I know like a proper nickname you don't get to choose for yourself. It gets chosen for you. But I don't know about Teeter. How do you feel if that was your nickname? Like Teeter Marsh?
Isn't that the cars, the tow truck, Teeter?
Oh, from Lightning McQueen or whatever?
Yeah, Lightning McQueen.
No,
Cars?
it's Mater. Isn't
Oh,
it Mater?
Mater. Yeah.
Toe Mater.
Toe Mater. Yeah, thank you, Louis.
Okay.
Thank you, Louis.
That's a very nickname. I'd be on the fence about Teeter, but I'm sure he liked it. He was born in Port Colborne, Ontario. Is that like near Toronto?
I don't know.
No.
Toronto.
No.
Toronto.
I don't think so.
And he passed away there too, so he must have liked it. Teeter played hockey at 5'11", 170 pounds, was a right shot center, and in an NHL career that lasted from 1942 until 1957, Ted Kennedy played for a sole NHL team, Phil and Victoria's beloved Toronto Maple Leafs. So he's a Maple Leaf through and through.
Woohoo!
With the Leafs, Kennedy won 5 Stanley Cups, which isn't bad. Won the Hart Memorial Trophy in 1955, was an NHL second-team All-Star 3 times, played in 6 NHL All-Star games, and Kennedy is another player that was named to the 2017 NHL's 100 Greatest Players list. Do you guys are you guys all familiar with why in 2017 that was such a big deal to be named to the 100 Greatest Players?
No.
Because that's when the NHL started, 1917.
Yeah, it was the 100th year, so they named the 100 Greatest Players.
That's so cool.
I want to point something out, and I hope most people believe me. Look at the picture on the screen. Good listener, what we're watching is Ted Kennedy holding the top half of the Stanley Cup as we know it today, ready to give his speech after they won, right? Okay. This doesn't look right. Like, whether you're a Leaf fan or not, you don't see many of these pictures. A Maple Leaf vintage photo with the Stanley Cup. Listen, I'm not, maybe you're like, Phil's like low key throwing shade. Maybe I am. I don't know. Show me a lot of vintage, like storied, like there just isn't any.
In fairness, though, do you go out of your way to look at old Maple Leafs photos?
I'm just saying, like, yeah. I apologize.
You know what I noticed in this photo is the condition of the ice. Holy moly, did that was a Zamboni back then.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at all that. Snowdrifts everywhere.
Rough.
Like an outdoor game.
Yeah. How do they not like
pond.
break their ankle? Okay, so in 696 career NHL games, Kennedy produced 231 goals, 329 assists for 560 points while accumulating 432 penalty minutes. In the playoffs, he scored 29 goals and accumulated 60 points in 78 playoff games. After his playing career ended, Kennedy would work in sales, also stayed involved in hockey coaching, was involved in racing of some sort, and even turned down the opportunity to coach the Maple Leafs in 1958.
Wonder why? I don't know.
I don't know.
A few guesses.
Probably
Why?
biased.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
No.
Negatively biased.
Not why you should care about Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy grew up in Toronto and came through the local junior system as a skilled, hard-driving center, building a reputation as a smart two-way player who could score but also take on heavy defensive minutes. As a teenager, he broke into the NHL with the Maple Leafs during the wartime era, stepping into a veteran room and quickly earning trust because he played a responsible, mature game for his age. Early in his career, he was asked to do everything: center work, faceoffs, penalty killing, late game shifts. So even before he was a top scorer, he was already being used in big situations. In the mid-1940s, he became a core piece of Toronto's post-war rise and was part of the Leafs teams that turned deep rosters and strong structure into championships. He helped the Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup in 1945, getting an early taste of what playoff hockey demanded and starting the reputation that elevated his game when it mattered most. So 1945 would probably be the first cup after World War II ended, I would guess.
They didn't waste any time. That's when it ended. Like, war's over. Let's go. Let's go. Make the
Play
schedule.
hockey.
As they should, right? I mean,
get back to
they're fighting
regular
for
life.
it, yeah.
By 1947, he was firmly established as a top-line center, and Toronto captured another Stanley Cup with Kennedy playing a major role in the middle of the ice at both ends. In 1948, the Leafs won again, and Kennedy's combination of scoring touch and matchup reliability made him one of the players opponents had to game plan around in a tight checking era. The 1949 Cup run added a fourth championship to his resume by age 24.
Wow.
Take notes, Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
And those repeated deep playoff runs helped define him as a player who handled pressure and fatigue better than most. Around this stretch, he also wore the C for Toronto, taking on captaincy responsibilities in a demanding market while still being leaned on as a primary offensive driver. In 1951, Toronto won another Stanley Cup, giving Kennedy 5 championships in total, and it cemented him as one of the central figures of the Maple Leafs dynasty period. Across the 1950s, he became the team's clear offensive centerpiece, posting his best regular season production while still being used in the toughest minutes, top opponents, key draws, and special teams. In 1954-55, he had a signature season and won the Hart Trophy as the NHL MVP, a notable achievement on a Leafs team that relied heavily on him for both scoring and overall team play. So that was late in his career when he won the Hart. In the playoffs, he developed a long-standing reputation for clutch scoring, including timely goals in a tight series, which was a big reason why he stayed so highly regarded even beyond his regular season totals. By the mid-1950s, the physical wear of the era caught up. Nagging injuries and the grind of heavy minutes reduced his availability and effectiveness, but he continued to play through contact and tough matchups when he could. He closed out his playing career with Toronto in the late 1950s, retiring as a franchise-defining center whose legacy was built on championships, leadership, and being a complete high-impact player in games that decided seasons. I think he was also one of him and a teammate, maybe it was Toe Blake, were the first players to win 5 Stanley Cups, I believe.
Wow.
Maybe our Toe Blake? Oh, really?
Nah, maybe. I don't know. I made that up.
Well, who are some old Leafs? I mean, that's why I made the joke. I better think of some.
I'd have to
Mahovlich? Maybe Dave Keon? Mahovlich?
Yeah, maybe.
Johnny Bauer? These are the only Leafs I know. Johnny Bauer? I don't know anyone else.
Well, I'm double thinking that because even like the pre-World War I guys played in tons of Stanley Cups. So
Red Kelly, maybe?
I thought I saw that.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, let's take a quick look at Ted Kennedy's hobby market. His rookie card is in the 1951 Parker set, card number 86. The copy shown on YouTube is the highest seller. Is a PSA 8.5 that sold for $3,600 US in 2017.
That's a cool card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's very yellow for like a Maple Leafs card.
Yeah, that's jaundice.
Really? Should it get its like liver?
Put it in the incubator. Is that what they do? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been 18 years. I don't know what they do anymore.
Oh, for a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Set it by a sunny window.
The lights. There's also a teeter card in the 1952 Parker set, card number 44. Highest selling copy is another PSA 8, I think. It sold for $1,314 US in July 2019. We couldn't find that card, so we're showing a PSA 6 instead on YouTube. Then there's a 1953 Parkhurst Kennedy, card number 7. I like this one a lot. PSA 9 pictured highest seller, sold for $686 in 2016.
That's a great card. Look at that, eh? It's a gentleman's sport right there.
Different pose there. Got the C prominent for the captain.
Great hair. Got his pomade in.
Yeah, Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan, not Fop. Dapper Dan.
The last Playing Days card for Ted Kennedy would be in the 1954 Parkhurst set. Card number 29. I think it's a second team All-Star card, which is why the star is behind him. And the highest selling copy is a PSA 9, sold for $889 in 2016 as well.
That's a good card right there.
Yeah. Well,
I like the star in the back. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that one too. Well, that, boys and girls, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Ted Kennedy.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Yeah. It's crazy that I think the last 5 have been on the 100 greatest players to play, or the all-century team, and we didn't know any of them.
I feel Ted Kennedy's a common one, and we should have known that. I've definitely heard the name. I don't know anything about. Yeah,
the best team in the whole entire NHL. Just saying.
All right, settle down, settle down, new girl.
Well, we're another week down in the 25-26 NHL season. It's time again to take a look at which players are lighting it up and then the players that are sad and are riding the struggle bus. The three of us guys have each nominated a player for each. Victoria's going to chime in with comments and jokes and make fun of, hopefully, Phil, not me and Louie, because we're sensitive.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, because I'm the best looking, Victoria. I don't know if you knew that, but I am.
Jesus.
I'll start off with my pick this week for who's hot. It was a vote. It was a nationwide vote.
Yeah, really hard pick, Josh. Really hard. The whole league's talking about him, but yeah, you picked him. Diamond in the rough.
Dug deep. He dug deep.
Tage Thompson. TNT. In the past 2 weeks, Buffalo's Tage Thompson has 5 goals, 8 assists, and 13 points in 7 games played. Okay, I came up with some Tage Thompson gold, by the way. I'm excited about this one. He's on a heater. The 28-year-old forward is having a pretty good season so far, too. With an even 25 goals, 25 assists, that adds up to 50, in case you guys were wondering. It's not a math show, but 50 points in 47 games played.
Isn't 25 an odd number?
Yeah, but 2 odds make it even. Sometimes.
Whatever.
Okay. If he gets, this is coming off a season in 24-25 when he put up 44 goals too. So if he gets 40 again this year, he'll hit that number in 3 of the past 4 NHL seasons. For his career, Thompson has now played in 495 games. So remember that, 495 games. Has 201 goals, 174 assists, and 375 points, and is just a minus 66 plus minus. Yikes. Here's the amazing thing I found. Tage Thompson is in his 9th NHL season and has never, ever once played in a playoff game.
Still won't.
Well, I researched one the best I could, and I think, and I'm pretty confident on this, that he's played the 4th most games all time to have never played in a playoff game.
Oh, he's great. I'd love him on my team.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the list.
Buffalo's a better chance of making the playoffs than my Sens, Louis. My Sens aren't making the playoffs this year. Probably not. Buffalo probably will. Crazy as that.
So Rasmus Ristolainen, who's currently with Philadelphia, I believe, has played 789 career games and never once played in the playoffs. That's the most all-time of any NHL player.
He was on Philly.
Yeah. Then Guy Chiron, who played 734 games. They played from 1969 to 1981 with multiple teams, is number 2.
How is that even possible? That back then? Wow.
Well, I think he played for, I want to say like the Blackhawks and the Capitals and Blues.
The Capitals in the 80s. What's the legacy? He must have been traded it just must have been a perfect storm. Like maybe Hartford to Winnipeg to the Golden Seals to, like, who knows? Minnesota.
Kansas City Scouts was one of them. I remember that. Okay, number 3 all time is Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson's teammate, who's played 552 career games without any minutes in the playoffs. And then Tage Thompson is number 4 with 495 games played. This is not the list you want to be. It's got to be a little depressing there. Maybe if you looked at these 4 players, like this could be the starting of an all NHL golf team. Because, I mean, they probably have the most time to play golf of any players in history, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want Tage to make the playoffs now because it makes me feel bad for him. That's got to be wild to literally be 9 years in the league and not play a single playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Tage Thompson is a 2017 Young Guns PSA 10 pop, 562, 27% gem rate. Last sold for $169 US on January 17th. Up 72% since the start of January. It's crazy.
I know.
In early November, you could have picked up the card for $60. And I think part of it may have to do with him being named to Team USA. I think his hobby market's getting a little bit of
good
run.
call. Yeah, I completely. Yeah, that's it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more quick thing before I turn it over to Louis. On when you look at the list of players that never played in a playoff game, of course, now he did play. I think he made the playoffs last year or the year before, but Jeff Skinner famously went over 1,000 career games before ever playing in a playoff game.
She's still in the league. I feel like Jeff Skinner's been playing hockey since I've been in elementary school.
My sister played with his sister actually, which is funny. Yeah.
Really? Was she good too?
Very, very talented player. Yeah.
Is she better than you, Victoria?
Oh, everyone's better than me. I'm not good.
Oh, are you like the black sheep of sports in your family?
I'm athletic. I just wasn't great at hockey. I can skate totally fine. I just wasn't like.
What's your best sport? What's your best?
CrossFit's not a sport, so.
CrossFit? Well, we all want to be the best at exercise, don't we?
It's gonna keep me looking longer. I'll take it.
We should move on before I start to really give my thoughts about CrossFit.
That's fine.
Oh wow. Oh good. I want to pit you two together. CrossFit debate. All right. That was my pick for Who's Hot. Louis, who did you pick?
I had to go with Leon Draisaitl, also known as
Sloppy D, the ultimate passenger.
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Draisaitl. So stat-wise, he's been exactly what you'd expect. Steady, dangerous, and involved in almost everything every night. No surprise there. Multi-point games, but 3 assists night in there, goals and key wins. Nothing flashy by his standards, but it's because it's his game. He's always had a consistent point production. His last 5 games, Draisaitl had multiple point outings again. In 48 games this season, he's averaged just over 22 minutes of ice time and has been key to Edmonton's power play. He's got 31 points on the man advantage, which is nuts. In his last 5 games, he's got 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points and is a +5. Since early December, he's been one of the league's top point producers, ranking 4th in points over the last 19 games stretch. Now, why? When both he and Connor are on the ice together, the Oilers' top line is one of the most dangerous in the league. And this boosts Leon because we all know he's on the McDavid Ticket to Ride. So that's going to help him out there. Across these last games, he's heavily involved in generating offense, not just finishing. He's tallied, like I said before, a bunch of assists and constantly seems to be setting up teammates. What really stands out is playmaking. He's not forcing shots. He's controlling possession, slows the game down, and sets guys up. When he's on the ice, the puck usually ends up where it needs to go. Since early December, like I said, I already read that part. So now, after all this said and done, though, I saw I think I was reading ESPN this morning. He's taking a leave of absence to attend to a family member's illness, but should be back later in the week, I guess. Later this week, later next week, right?
Yeah, it kind of makes you sad. You figure that's not good if he's going to step away from a week of games to go back to Germany for that situation. Must be something serious.
Well, I was trying you're absolutely probably 100% right, but if he's already like planning on coming back, or are they just saying that, what? Oh, I got to run back home. Something's going on, but I'll be back in a week.
I don't know.
Who knows? But yeah, like you said, though, it's got to be something going on for him to leave. Mm-hmm. He is a 2014 young gun with a PSA 10 pop of 1,114 and a 55% gem rate. Last sale was $815 on December 19th. Over the past 3 months, the card has seen a rise of just over 25%, which dollar-wise is a $165 boost. Over the last year, the card is up just shy of 30%. That is Leon Draisaitl.
Nice. I think it's
right,
so
Phil.
impressive. 22 minutes ice time average. Like, I don't think people understand if you don't watch hockey, like you're on the ice. That's a lot of ice time.
He's fine.
Especially for a forward.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's German. They're machines, man. He can play 25. He's fine.
I think that's
He probably
so
is
cool.
going back to Germany to get those like special concoctions that all the athletes, the EPO or whatever they get when their knee
Drago.
injections.
Draisaitl Drago. Ooh, If he dies, he dies. Okay.
Your turn, Phil.
My pick is Mark Stone. So I don't really like Mark too much, but I got to give respect when respect is needed. I also think he should have been named Walter because he doesn't look like a Mark to me. He looks like a Walter. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So Mark has definitely flipped the switch recently. Not that he's ever not pretty good, but he's definitely flipped it in the extra gear. He knows there are a lot of eyes on him, just like Patrick Mahomes. When the cameras are on, he performs. The Olympics are coming up as well, so maybe he's squeezing some extra juice out of himself. But he's definitely been, as Madigan says, on a heater lately. In his last 5 games, he's had 10 points, spreading it around as well. A little bit of variety, 6 apples, 4 goals. It helps as well that Vegas is just crushing teams right now. Mm-hmm. In their last 5, they've been 5-0. And Mark's been clearly helping with adding a bunch of points and being a leader, I'm sure, in the locker room. He's such a terrible skater. I don't understand it. But anyways, he's also picked for Team Canada. I think he'll be a passenger on there. I don't know what lines he'd be put on. I haven't really even seen him and Sorelli. I would assume they're going to be off, but he made the team. He's still on the team. Not bad. The smaller ice surface should help him because he's a peculiar skater. I don't know how else to say that, but he always is in the perfect spot. So also a friendly reminder that my beautiful Senators traded Stone to the Knights in 2019 and deadline for a bunch of players that are not on my team anymore, including Mark Mathot, who I absolutely adore, and I'm his biggest hockey card collector, but I feel like I might have stalked him a little bit too much on Twitter, and now I'm afraid to ever reach out again. Okay, so back to Mark Stone. His ice time has been bouncing everywhere. I don't understand this. Some games he plays 14 minutes, and other games he's I can't read with my own writing. Other games he plays 24 minutes. It's pretty crazy. So I don't understand. Maybe he's on the power play units. Maybe I should have looked more into that. I didn't. You can check yourself. Mark Stone is a 2012 Young Guns with PSA 10 pop count of 131. He's a gem rate of 46%. And he sold for 127 Eagle bucks on October 30th. So no one's really buying his cards. No one cares, really. He doesn't have a big hobby market. Well, I don't know. 127. That's not too shabby, eh? That's pretty good.
Yeah, 131 pop, so it's pretty competitive.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
You know what stood out to me about this card is how rarely we talk about anyone that has a 2012 Young Gun.
Yeah, who's the crop that year? I mean, I have no idea.
I don't even know. Mark Stone? I guess.
I guess so. Yeah. Nuge was right before. I mean, anywho. So 52-week high, $143. 52-week low, $65. Wow, that's over double. That's pretty weird. All-time high, $400 American during COVID. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah,
I probably would take that one back. The buyer, I'm sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So that's my pick, Mark Walter Stone.
Ooh, Walter.
Well, there she is, the struggle bus pulling up once again this week. Now I had to go with my pick for the struggle bus was Jonathan Huberdeau, who over the past 2 weeks has 0 points and is -3 in 7 games. Is that good?
Ooh, could use some work.
Huberdeau has pretty much had a season pass for the struggle bus for the past few years, to save a little bit of money. On the season, the 32-year-old Flame center has just 8 goals and 21 points in 43 games played and is a -5, which is not great. Now, remember, the year before Huberdeau was traded with Mackenzie Weegar from the Panthers to Calgary for Matty Tkachuk, he had 30 goals and 115 points and was a +35. In his first 3 seasons in Calgary now, he's produced 55, 52, and 62 points. Not exactly what you're looking for in a player who carries a salary with a $10.5 million average annual value. That also runs through the 2030-31 season. Oh my God. That, if you're a Flames fan, that's 6 more years of this guy at 10
you guys could listen. If anyone's a Flames fan out there and you need some support, Josh and Louie are your guys. They had 2 guys on their payroll forever. Marshmallow thrower, remember?
Yeah. Yikes. Here's some quotes from Flames analyst Mike Gould about Huberdeau's struggles. He says, I think it's a variety of things. I think with Jonathan Huberdeau, it's a matter of going from being on a top team to a bottom team, going from a warm environment that he was comfortable with to a cold environment that he's not as comfortable with, not being insulated as much, not playing in the same type of systems that he was down in Florida. I think also it's a matter of maybe he's declining. The age curve, we talk about how development isn't linear for players. Well, by the same token, regression isn't always linear for players either. And I think what we're seeing with Jonathan Huberdeau is maybe a guy who peaked a little earlier and who was starting to decline a little earlier as well. It's, again, not what you want to hear if you are a Flames fan and have to pay this guy huge money for 5 or 6 more years. Because I don't think they're trading that contract.
That's the biggest CYA statement I've ever heard in my life. Seriously. About going from a warm place to a cold place. Not playing in the systems thing. It's just a matter of maybe he's declining. You signed him for that long. I mean, I don't.
It's to get him here, though. I think they thought, like, listen, if they won a cup with him at the beginning, then they made the right decision, but they didn't, right? It's kind of a gamble. It's a shot. Yeah, it's silly, Louis. It's totally silly.
A gamble, but saying, the excuse, he peaked earlier and he's starting to decline a little earlier. That's your fault. That's dumb.
He should be in his prime, though. 32 is not old anymore for a professional athlete. Now, when you're paying him $10 million 6 years from now at 38,
right,
that's going to be a little more iffy. But
I just hate how he completely fell off the face of the earth, though, when he went to Calgary. I think so fun to watch.
I think it mentally affected him. Well, here's one thing, and I watched Zero Huberdeau, so couch my statement with that. But when you just look at his point production, from a goal scoring perspective, he scored like 28 goals last year. And again, on his big season with Florida, he had 30 goals, but he had 85 assists. So is part of it too, the system, and he's not playing with as good as players anymore where he can't play make as much. But still, though, I think for a center that you're paying $10.5 million a year to drive your offense, he should be making other people better and producing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like sports, this is sort of like my thing, right? Like Louis said, this is like a CYA statement about going from warm to cold. That I don't really buy it too much. Like the rinks are cold anywhere you go, but maybe he needs to be working with some sort of like sport performance coach and working on what's between the ears and not so much skill. Like these guys are the best players in the world, so
no excuses.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lock him outside an Airbnb once. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Purple foot Huberdeau. There you go. Jonathan Huberdeau is a 2013 Young Guns PSA 10 pop 641, 68% gem rate. Last sold for $48 on January 3rd. It's down 2% in the past month, but somehow up 43% in the past 3 months. 52-week high, $65 US. Yikes. 52-week low, $11. That's like a third of the price of grading. All-time high, $460 US. Another one someone would probably want to take back if they could. All right, Louis, who did you pick for? Oh, Louis, come on.
Well, can I change it? This is not. I didn't want to. This is not fair.
Why? Who'd you pick?
Well, Matthew Nyes.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, no, Victoria.
Victoria likes
mad.
It's okay. This is a good buying opportunity if you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Victoria.
I'm catching the wind different, guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, Nyes, go Gophers. Yeah. I wish. Right now, Nyes is going through a little bit of a noticeable slump, but let's dig into it a little bit. Over the last 5 games, production has been underwhelming for a guy that should be in the top 6 role, and his offense impact has been quiet compared to his expectations. Easy for me to say. Now, I feel like Nyes has been quiet for a while. I know he was hurt, but even before that, I want to say one of us, or I even, in this shorts Who's Hot Struggle Bus segments, I've already had him on here once, but who knows. He has 0 goals, 2 assists. That's 2 points, and is a -3 in his last 5 games. His recent skid follows an extended period of inconsistency. Before this stretch, he hadn't scored a goal in a long span. He finally did break through with some points, though, but it's often in spotty fashion. His first point in a recent 5-game stretch came on an empty net assist, showing how hard it's been for him to generate high-value offense and contributions to the team lately. I did give him a little... did I? No, I thought I gave him some kudos here on this.
Cooties. You gave nice cooties?
List, but yeah,
Gross.
Cooties. But he's kind of looked disjointed out there at times. Special teams is struggling, and the club itself, failing to sustain pressure in key moments. Like I said before, I know there was a nagging lower body injury, but even with that, Nyes seems to have been a tad quiet. There's no doubt, yes, that can hurt some rhythm, but I always expected more. I just want the kid to succeed. He's fun to watch. He's a great hockey player. Maybe it's the team. I don't know.
Oh, it's the team, man. Nyes is a great player. If he was on a better team, it'd be way better, yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But Nyes is a 2023 Young Guns with a PSA 10 pop of 571 and a gem rate of only 23%. Card took a dive with the last sale of $180. It's been averaging 240 to 260 in the past few months and was a consistent $325 card over the whole past summer. So,
into the buying zone, as Victoria already pointed out. Matthew Knight.
Yep.
Into the buying zone.
Sell the lady your nice cards. They're going down.
Buy nice.
All right, Phil, we're going to get to your pick, but I'm going to make a very special addition to both Who's Hot and the Struggle Bus, and that's you. You're obviously a wounded soldier today.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sicky pants.
Yeah, you're sicky pants, but you're powering through it. So I'm putting you both on Who's Hot for being a hockey card journalist of the truest and finest measure.
Listen, I have good memories
of struggling.
I have good memories of Louis being sick, and I have good memories of you being sick as well. We're all. I mean, come on. I'm in my house. I'm in my pajamas. It's not that.
Yeah.
I'm just coughing fits here and there. If I can mute myself,
love you up.
Okay. Okay. My pick is Brock Besser. All right. I got to be honest. I don't know too much about Brock. I know he was a first-round draft pick. I don't remember what number. It was like 10 years ago. And I don't know much about the West, or even Vancouver for that matter. But
do you watch hockey?
What I can't, I don't, dude. I'm not staying up for those games. Are you crazy?
I know.
It's on the West Coast, man. There's no way. Mm-hmm. And so what I can tell you is though that every week Josh wants me to find a player that's on the struggle bus, so I have to look for one, and I look for a player to suck less, and I found one, and his name's Brock Besser. So don't yell at me, but in the last 5 games he's a -7. It's crappy. He's had 1 point in the last 5 games. Not good. He did have the only goal to the loss to the Blue Jackets, and they lost 4-1. So that's good for his agent. He's happy. He's had 10 goals and 12 assists all year. That's his worst season by far. So good news. I don't want to just crap on him all the time. He hit his 600th NHL game this year, and I'm pretty sure Vancouver drafted him, so he's never played anywhere else.
Yep.
I tried to find some dirt on him, but I couldn't. So seems to be a good community guy. But the consensus seems on the Twitter machine is maybe he got old a little quick. I don't know. Loyalty is a beautiful thing as well. But I don't know. Maybe a fresh start somewhere else would do him some good. Things aren't exactly on a rocket ship in Vancouver. But anyways.
Well, he just signed a big extension with them last summer, which I wonder if he regrets.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I found this pretty cool. I didn't know this, but Besser and Quinn Hughes were actually very good friends. And Brock had to say this about Quinn Hughes on that fateful, on that joyous December 12th for Josh and Louis, but on that horrible December 12th for my fellow Canadians on the West Coast. Brock had this to say about Quinn. He was one of my few teammates that came to my dad's funeral, and I think that kind of proved everything to me, the person he is, and how he was raised by his parents. That meant a lot to me. He just has a good heart, and he cares about people, and he cares about hockey, and that's just who he is. So I think one good kid that got raised well to another good kid that got raised well. And I'm bringing that up because maybe Brock's a little upset. Yeah, they're professional athletes, but they're also human. I'd be bummed out if my buddy left my team. It sucks. And
Brock
my
is
buddy,
And went to
from
my
here, Phil.
hometown team.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Brock is from Burnsville, which is a town that's basically next to us. And so both Louis and I know a lot of people that are friends with the Bessers, and they are a very good family. Brock comes back here, I think lives on Prior Lake in the summer.
so my investigations were correct. That's great.
Yeah. And his dad had a long, kind of horrible illness that was very tough on him. And so he's had a lot of stuff in his career to overcome to this point, but is a very good person overall. And his career has been good at times and I think lackluster at others.
Well, good person or not, he needs to play better. And I wouldn't be buying, I'd be buying his cards at a discount right now. So these are 2017 Young Guns with a PSA 10 pop count of 756. Holy crap. What? Okay. And 46% gem rate. That's almost half. And that last one sold for $58 Eagle Bucks on January 8th. Hey, look at that. Canadians buying their cards. Okay, well, there's more information I'm going to give you. So that's been down 23% in the past month. Yet it's been up 60% in the past 3 months. I don't get that, but 52-week high, $100. 52-week low, $28. What a delta. All-time high, $250 American. That's also insane during COVID. Same crap. And yeah, that's my pick.
Okay, to quickly recap on who's hot, we had H. Thompson, Sloppy D, and Mark Stone, and then on the Struggle Bus. It's because, Victoria, because if you look at Leon Draisaitl's autograph,
Yeah,
it's
gosh,
a big
explain yourself.
Sloppy D.
Yeah, Victoria, actually, if you look counterclockwise to the...
I feel like I have to explain myself on that one.
It's funny to watch you do it.
I like that.
Don't make Phil laugh. He's going to keep
Gonna
coughing.
die. And on the Struggle Bus, we have Phil with his cold, Jonathan Huberto, Matthew Nyes, and Brock Besser. Oh my gosh, I think you got tuberculosis? You got Doc? Are you?
It's just, listen, it's just a bad head cold. I have no fever. It's just, we've all been there. It just sucks. I'm at the mecca of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Slab Sharks, the Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live and ends this upcoming Thursday night. 7,300 cards available to bid on in this week's Thursday auction. You can mark your favorites right now at slabsharks.com. We'll be live again this Thursday night on the Gongshow YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sylvan from Moncton, the made up place, and Phil. And hope you all will join us in the chat. It's a lot of fun. It can get weird, but hey, that's okay.
That's fun.
If you've not tried selling your cards on Slab Sharks yet, well, then you're missing out on a great opportunity. Slab Sharks is the biggest and bestest weekly hockey auction there is. We love it and all use it. I have cards this week, had cards last week. Phil, you sold like 1 million cards last week.
I was just wanted $1,000. I got over $2,000 last Slab Sharks. Not even, listen, who cares even if they sponsor us? That's real. That happened. It's crazy. I did jack nothing.
You just box them up and ship them.
I gave them to Brianna at the front desk. That's from my last video. She was like,
nice.
Phil, that's fine. She like grabbed them from me. I'm like filling it out wrong. And they did everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a good Slab Sharks too.
Nice. Louis too. Yeah. Well,
Did you get cards, Louis, or did you sell cards?
Sold.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I got skunked on every single one of my bids that I put in last week.
You don't
It's
want
so
to
competitive, Victoria. I
So
win.
competitive.
Well, then win. Don't be a loser. Be a winner.
I go to bed. Like I wish they
stop
wouldn't.
with the bed. You're gonna
I
be
wish they wouldn't
fine.
end at like 11. Like I am passed out on the couch by 9:30. So I like
Listen.
put in my max bid and I like say a little prayer and then I wake up the next day and I'm like, I didn't get anything.
Find a new
What the heck?
deity because your prayers aren't working. Listen, I've set my alarm. Okay, I can't. Okay, I've set.
Don't
my
give
alarm.
up your secrets.
There's no these
no
people.
secret.
I've set my alarm in the middle of the night just one time to bid on a card, and I won it because I was dedicated. I was committed.
Okay, now I'm getting a motivational speech.
If you're
on
gonna
how to
roll
bid
with
on
high
cards.
rollers here, you gotta play the bid, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you got to go big on Slab Sharks. So I'm trying to remember what card it was, but it was like a month ago maybe where I really wanted a card bad, and I think I bid $750 more than the all-time high sale and got creamed. I mean,
And you
it
still
gets
didn't
very,
get it?
very competitive, but we do love
Yeah.
it and we use it, and that's why we
I love
partnered
it.
with them to help Americans get their cards to Slab Sharks auction because it's kind of hard to do that, and we Americans don't like hard things. Phil loves hard things though, right, Phil?
Difficult things, yes.
Well, all you need to do is fill out the quick and easy consignment form, ships your cards to the Gong Show. We have a P.O. box and then an address for FedEx and UPS, and then we'll take it from there. For complete consignment information, including payout rates, and get the consignment process started today, head to slabsharks.com. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
News from the hobby.
Hobby news.
Sounds like Ariel.
Got 4 good stories to roll through. Excited to get your guys' comments on these. The first one had to start with the new trend in the NHL is to retire numbers, I guess. Last Thursday night, the Boston Bruins retired Zdeno Chara's number 33.
Oh, nice.
Now, he had worn number 3 before joining the Bruins, but could not wear that number because the team had already retired it in honor of Lionel Hitchman. It's the 13th number retired by the franchise. Phil or Victoria or Babalui, if you haven't looked, can you guys guess any of the other 12 besides Lionel Hitchman who have had their numbers retired by the Boston Bruins?
Well, I would have thought that would have been easy, but your Lionel Hitchman threw me off. I'm like, let's start with some obvious. Come on, guys. Bobby Orr.
Yeah, there's one.
Phil Esposito.
Yes.
Ray Bourque. Cam Neely.
Yes.
Wow, I'm impressed. I have the list in front of me, so I'm not going to cheat.
Willie O'Ree.
Willie
the color
O'Ree.
barrier.
Johnny Busey.
Johnny Busick. Yep. Number 9.
Sorry. Yeah. Gary, not Gary Busey. They're ghosts. They're ghosts, Johnny Utah. This is not easy. Rick Middleton.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what we remember.
Louis giving you a hint.
I'm not clapping for you. I'm helping.
Oh, the old guy. Yeah.
Dit Clapper.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think I can remember. I know there's a really old fart who was like part of the top 100.
She sells
Shack?
seashells.
No,
by
he's
the...
Toronto. Eddie Shore.
Yep, Eddie Shore. So you've got
Nice.
most of them. There's 2 left. You've got them all but 2. Holy moly, Phil. You're doing good.
Yeah, I won't know them. I can't think of anyone.
Okay, they're Milt Schmidt
Oh, I should.
and Terry O'Reilly.
If you gave me a day, I would have gotten Terry.
Okay. Here's what Chara had to say about the night. He said, "It's a huge honor. I can't explain to you how honored I feel. I'm humbled about being selected to be one of the numbers being retired, being with that history forever." Chara spent 14 of his 24 total NHL seasons in Boston from 2006-07 until the 2020 season ended. He arrived in Boston in 2006 after your Senators didn't want to sign him.
They kept Redden instead. Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't agree on a contract. Oops, I guess, huh?
Well, he wanted more than Wade, and we paid Wade more. And Wade had very big community roots here. He had a box for every game called Wade's World for underprivileged children. He was the Sens picked Wade Redden, and they just flipped a coin. And I don't want to say they picked wrong, but they picked their pick.
Chara was named the Bruins captain in 2006, serving as team captain for 14 years, all the way up to his retirement, the longest captaincy in franchise history. He led the Bruins to a Stanley Cup championship in 2011 and captaining the team to its first cup since 1972. And then also captained the Bruins to 2 additional Stanley Cup Finals appearances in 2013-2019. Won the Norris Trophy in 2009 as the NHL's best defenseman. Recorded 680 points in 1,023 regular season games in Boston. Known as for elite defensive play while consistently matching up against opponents' top lines, set the NHL record for hardest shot at the All-Stars competition at 108.8 miles per hour in 2012. That's got, no matter what you're wearing as a goalie, that you're going to feel that, right?
It's a stinger. He should have, listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Zdeno Chara should have won the Lady Byng every single year he played hockey. He could bend any man to his will in the league. Just break you, break everything in you. And he chose not to, most of the time.
He helped establish a strong defensive culture and identity during one of the most successful eras in Bruins history. Played over 24 minutes per game at his peak, regularly logging heavy minutes in all situations. Earned 6 NHL All-Star selections during his Bruins tenure as well, and finished as a 3-time Norris Trophy finalist while in Boston. So what an amazing career. The tallest player of all time. There might be like a prospect now that maybe just as tall as Chara or taller, but 6'9" is pretty dang tall to be
agile. Like what a reach. Just Igor out there, man. Just a monster of a man and an accomplished human being. Marathon runner, very dedicated, motivated. You know he's not sleeping in. So if he writes a book, I'm reading it.
Supremely disciplined, right? And then you would like studied real estate during the off season.
There you go. I didn't even know that.
Chara's key rookie is in the 1997-98 SP Authentic set. So this is the era where their Young Guns wasn't really a thing. And most people, his highest selling rookie card is from that SP Authentic set. It's a future watch, but there's no auto and it's not numbered, but goes for pretty big dough as a PSA 10. The pop is only 16. It sold, the last sale was in 2023 and is also the all-time high. So for $3,333 US. Get it? 3333, but yeah.
Have you guys ever seen this card?
No.
Not in memory, no.
Yeah. It's kind of that weird era for rookie cards.
I like the card. It's cool.
Yeah. Moving along. So this story comes from Collect. Last week, Collectors President Ryan Hoge, I think, was on their company's podcast and outlined. So now this affects all hobbies, hockey, of course, and Victoria, Pokemon, I'm sure, too. He outlined the future for PSA, SGC, and Beckett grading services for 2026, at least sort of like the near future, what their plan is. So PSA, SGC, and BGS will continue to operate as separate brands with distinct identities, but will share resources, technology, and internal knowledge. Well, that's what you'd expect. That's to create
I hope so.
efficiencies by buying out companies. According to Hoge, the graders are already sharing information to combat counterfeits, altered cards, and known bad actors, with the system now expanding to Beckett.
They made the lunchroom bigger. They're all in the
good
lunchroom. Hey, what are you working on there, Dennis? I don't know, Jim. I'll get back to you.
I like that, though, because the PSA or SGC identifies someone that's a known counterfeiter, and they can share that between all three companies. That benefits us, the collectors. PSA's technology investments, including submission tools, imaging, and its mobile app, are expected to be leveraged across SGC and Beckett. So again, another good thing there. Hoge also acknowledged that grading backlogs are a major issue, stating current PSA bulk turnaround times of 95 business days plus 34 to 40 business days just to mark submissions as received are unacceptable. PSA increased grading capacity by 25% in 2025, now employs more than 3,000 people.
Wow.
Holy moly. But demand, especially from Pokemon submissions, thanks, Victoria, continues to exceed capacity. It's your fault. It's all your fault.
It's your community. You're an ally of your community. It's your fault.
Everyone who thinks that you can get rich by grading Pokemon, but they don't know what to look for, and they're submitting a whole bunch of doo-doo, backlogging the system, and then they're surprised when they get 7s and 8s back. It's okay. They sell them to me, and I
send them a tag. Go to Tag. That's Tag loves Pokemon. Stay away from PSA.
Yeah, I have my problems with Tag too, though.
Right.
Really? Juicy.
Sounds sussy. All right.
No, just not enough data.
Next episode. We'll get her.
Sure.
SGC turnaround times have recently stretched out to about 40 business days, driven largely by an increase in vintage submissions. Collectors plans to expand SGC facilities and add staff and technology in 2026, reversing earlier expectations. Well, I mean, I think that when they talked about winding down, I think Hoge talked a little bit about maybe what they perceive as the misconceptions around that they're just trying to maybe make it a boutique, not sunsetting the brand or anything like that. Despite, and to that point, despite declining grading volume in 2025, Collectors says SGC is seeing renewed growth in targeted areas and plans, and they do plan to grow the brand. Beckett Grading Services will be led by a new general manager, Colin Hudson, and will focus on revitalizing the brand. Beckett's grading standards and subgrades will remain unchanged, but a label refresh is coming to address inconsistencies and improve design. Collectors plans to extend pre- and post-grading imaging to Beckett to help with authentication and workflow efficiency. And a new initiative called Pop Report Hygiene I really like this. Will aim to clean up population reports by addressing duplicate labels from crossover or reholdered cards. So if you get a card graded by PSA and it's graded a PSA 9 and you crack it and submit it to Beckett, it technically lives on both pop reports and overestimates the number of cards graded. And so it sounds like that they're going to try to sanitize those duplicates out of their reports.
That's cool.
So overall, despite I think the concerns everyone has, at least those are a few, I think, positive moves in the upcoming year. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. They're saying the right things. Are they saying these things so they don't get hit with antitrust or something like that? Are they getting ahead of it, or are they just genuinely trying to be good here?
I mean, it all makes sense to me, right? It's like, well, why would you buy the competitors to be more efficient and to put things like this in place? And we don't talk about it often, but I think I saw another report, and I would assume this is in Pokemon as well, Victoria, that the amount of fake cards being sent to these grading companies right now is staggering. Like, they are catching so many. And we talked about it maybe a number of months ago on the show, where I think the last report we saw was like 50% of Jordan rookies that PSA gets are fake.
Oh, this is so interesting for sports. I don't know. It's very easy to tell when a Pokemon card is fake. And I don't know if that's true for sports. Like, I know the Jordan rookies just printed on like a regular piece of paper, not like
cardstock. Yeah,
a cardstock piece of paper. So, and like same with that Gretzky card that, you know, everyone's like sought after. But Pokemon, it's very easy to tell when a card is fake. Unless
is that because they're all printed basically in the same way on the same kind of paper, so you can tell when?
Yeah. So if you're sending in like these big chase cards, what I love the most about Pokemon is that there's texture on the cards. So there's like little ridges. Yeah, like microscopic ridges on cards. Yeah. And then when you look at the card from the top down, like looking at like the skinny part of the paper, that you can see an ink line through the whole thing. So it goes like white, black, white. And if you look at that, then you know that it's real. And then if your card doesn't have it, then it's like very fake. And then if your card has no texture at all and it kind of just looks like a sticker like on the sheet, then that's a very telltale sign that your card is fake.
Have you ever been duped?
One time
like
I met
a card that was fake.
One time I met up with it was a very sketchy Facebook deal, and this guy was like, "My kids will just meet you at a McDonald's," and these kids were like 9, and I was like, "Hi, like I want to see the Charizard whatever rainbow card." And they were like, "Oh, here it is." And I was like, "Yeah, you should probably tell your dad that this like isn't real. Like it's very obviously fake."
Oh,
but I
the
think
dad
he was just,
knows. The dad
sending
knows.
his kids to like do his dirty work. It was so bizarre. And then I messaged him and I was like, "You shouldn't be doing that." But I think he blocked me. So, yeah.
Well, how about sending your kids into a situation that could turn out really scary and ugly too? That's
we have the Young Offenders Act in Ontario, so they're okay. Dad's a loser though, big time loser for doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see we'll see how this all shakes out going forward. Okay, 2 more quick stories that I think are just fascinating. So this story again comes from Collect. Did any of you guys get an invite to Tiger Woods' 50th birthday party?
No, I must have forgotten about us. Oh well.
I wonder if that our invitation to the Certified Diamond Dealer Conference, maybe they got lost in the mail together. I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Did you go, Victoria?
No.
Well, okay.
I had plans.
Well, if you were one of the lucky 415 attendees, you would have received a custom-made and autographed Tiger Woods card that was produced by Upper Deck for the event. It was given out to guests as a gift. UD has been the exclusive trading cards producer for Tiger since 2001, and he and the company actually renewed their deal this year, so it looks like it'll be going forward. Comic book artist Jim Lee is the person that created the card. Does have a very comic kind of vibe to it. Lee is currently the chief operating officer and publisher for DC Comics. What I thought was more interesting about seeing this story is obviously it's a cool card. It's a very Upper Deck obviously is going to take care of Tiger because he's an important ambassador for them. Can't find anything so far on eBay or any sales. I wonder if they're banned from reselling these, because I would have to imagine these would go for a lot of money.
So much money.
I don't go. His cards go for a lot, right? Like I don't know.
Oh yeah.
There's like an SP Authentic rookie for him or something.
Yeah, like there's 6-figure rookie cards of him.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I would have thought it's kind of like going to the CDD conference, where there would have been, if there's 415 given, where you'd have like 10 on eBay right now or something like that. Right. Nothing, at least the last time that I looked. So we'll see if any pop up. Okay, the last story, again, is another one that comes from Collect. It's a 115-year-old PSA 10 that is going up for sale. So one of the most famous, iconic trading card sets of all time is the 1910 T206 baseball card set. And of course, the T206 Honus Wagner is the grail of all sports card grails. Now, more than 300,000 copies of T206 cards have been graded by PSA, with a mere 13 of those cards being given a PSA 10 grade. That's a total gem rate of the set of 0.0004%. Now, one of those 13 cards is this T206 PSA 10 of Bobby Byrne. It's a Piedmont 350. It's going to go up for auction at Golden in February and was purchased for $30,000 US in 2000. Look at this card.
It looks like it was just printed.
I know.
Yeah.
First thing I thought is like, how did they not? We were just talking about like fakes. If you get this sent to you at PSA, you have to assume like,
I'm like, okay, buddy, sure, time machine boy.
The colors are just amazing. And the thing too, this was in a package of cigarettes where you have like tobacco, which is kind of dirty anyways, but
pretty awesome sometimes though.
Yeah, I just, looking at this, is I would love to see something like this in person at this quality. And this, again, the colors that really stick with me. The back, of course, is fantastic too.
Wow.
And no staining or anything, or maybe a tiny bit, but holy moly. And again, to determine that's not a reprint, I have no idea how they would do that. Now, to think too, to get back to hockey a little bit, in the 1910 T206 cards are, well, that's the same year the first hockey sets were produced in the tobacco era as well. The C56 set, where 300,000 of these baseball cards have been graded, only 4,792 C56 cards have been graded. And in hockey so far, there's 0 10s and only 1 PSA 9.
Any story to this? Like where it was found?
I don't know.
Like even if it was in a drawer in an attic, I don't imagine why I would keep the color like that, right? Like what was this kept? Maybe in the pages of an old book, right? Nice dry. When my grandmother passed years ago, I looked, she had an encyclopedia set and she would put like ribbons from her elementary school in there, and they would really keep, they would really, she put old leaves in there, clips of hair. That was a little creepy, but my grandma.
My mom has my baby hair still. That's weird.
Oh, okay. So not creepy, very loving. Yeah.
I can't even imagine what that would sell for on Golden like next month, because there's like a T206 ripped in half Honus Wagner that sold for millions. Ripped in half PSA authenticated still, but like, yeah.
Do you know why the Honus Wagner is so valuable?
I do. It's because he didn't endorse his own photo. Yeah, like being sold with cigarettes. He didn't want cigarettes, being advertised to children. So they pulled it in like mid-production, I think.
Yeah, didn't they think like maybe 100 or 200 only were ever produced?
Yeah,
to begin with. That's why. And he was probably the best player in baseball too. So there was that combo there, which makes it incredibly rare.
Man of principle.
Ahead of his time, right? With smoking and kids and all that stuff too.
No, just close your eyes and think about it. Smoke, lungs, probably not good.
Okay. We got to talk about Macklin Celebrini, because his hobby market literally can't stop, won't stop. We're doing the Slapshocks live show on Thursday, and once again, we're dumbfounded. Me and Phil were just like, what is happening here with the number of these sales? And And again, not dumbfounded in a bad way, but just shocked at the prices now that for really 2.5 months have not stopped going up. And it's got me thinking, is a bubble inevitable for the Celebrini hobby market? So I started to look into it this week. You know, we often hear bubble talk in hobby parlance, and I thought we should, maybe so I thought we should start this conversation with a proper definition. Like, what does a bubble actually mean? And here's what I found out. So when people say a hobby market is in a bubble, like with potentially Macklin Celebrini cards, they mean prices are inflated above what the market can realistically support long term, largely because of hype and speculation. So there's a meaningful risk prices drop sharply once the excitement cools or expectations are not met. And if you want to look at, well, what are the factors that can create bubbles, like in the case of Macklin Celebrini, future success is priced in today, right? Buyers already paying as if he's Sidney Crosby or a superstar. I think that's definitely happening, of course, in the case of Celebrini. That got me thinking too. Well, I think it was maybe a month or so ago we were talking about his hobby market, and didn't we decide something to the effect of like a player needs at least 3 years of like superstar level performance to be a legitimate superstar?
Consistent. That's what makes an NHL player a superstar, is consistency. I have Tim Stützle on my team. He's getting more consistent. He could be a lights out superstar. You got to be consistent. And that's the number one for me. Number one.
Do you agree with that? That like how many, like, when would you consider Macklin Celebrini a superstar? Is it after 1 year, Victoria, or do you think he needs a number of years of?
I think I just for me, I need to see the data. Like, I'm not going to be putting money into cards. If I love looking at, and I don't know if hockey even has this, but for Pokemon, we have this app called Collector. And I love it because you can see the max all-time 6-month breakdown, 3-month, and a 1-month breakdown and it just like plots the values on a graph.
Card
and
Ladder.
I can see the
Card
up
Ladder
and
does that.
downs. Okay,
Yeah.
so Card Ladder does that. If I'm seeing a lot of volatility in somebody, or if I'm seeing like just a steady increase, to me, that's a huge red flag, because like that peak needs to come down. Like everybody last year who thought that Pokemon was just going to keep going up and going up and going up is, to me, like a complete idiot, because like you can't, the bubble, there is a ceiling somewhere that needs to eventually come down, and that bubble does need to pop.
What if it's that simple? What if Celebrini, to me, just started well? Bedard took over, and Celebrini was just a strong train, just chugging along. And now the train's turned into a rocket ship of outrageousness, and that rocket ship's going to run out of fuel, and it's going to catch its parachute and just coast back down to the level it should be. I think.
Yeah, and it's not even like, I agree. It's not even like it's going to tank. I don't see his cards.
No, there's no tank. These cards
value exponentially. It's just that it's going to come down to a sustainable level within the hobby that everybody feels comfortable with. And I think that like we as buyers sort of dictate that. At least that's what I see in Pokemon. I don't know if that's
20 to 30K for an out of 99 RPA is ridiculous. So when I said they're not going to tank, maybe the card will level out around 8 to 12K. That is still an insane price. Yeah. So to me, that's not a tank. That's still one of the highest hockey cards possible. Right now, what's going on is ridiculous. There's no logic behind it. There's 5 guys. You can count on one hand the people that are doing this. And we're all talking about it because we're the village folk, like town square. Oh my God, did you see what they did? It's 5 to 10 people, not even 10. That's all that's happening.
Well, but they're buying up all the big stuff, and then
good for them. Well, hold on, sick man. By them putting all this money into that big stuff, though, it makes everybody think that the kind of okay stuff is got to go up too. I mean, that's why I threw a bunch of Celebrini in the Slab Sharks, and I was dumbfounded at what they sold for. And that's why I threw them in there. And they went for more than I'd seen them selling in the past on eBay and stuff. It makes no sense. I mean, literally, they were just Celebrini cards in a box, in an insert box, thinking this is nothing. Were some of those canvas yours, Louis? Do you get $1,000 for a canvas?
Uh,
No, not the Young Guns canvas, but just like normal, like the beehive
that wasn't
inserts
mine.
Okay.
from
That was here.
and what happens, I think, to what you're talking about, Louis, is when the big whales, like our buddy Benjamin B, goes up and buys all the big Celebrini cards, that FOMO kicks in for the average Joe like us. And now we start to look at more common inserts and are like, well, maybe I'll spend $50 on a card that probably is worth $5 just to get in on the action.
We're not doing that. Like,
we're not.
None of my friends are doing that. They know. Yeah. So I hope people listening know not to do that, right? Mm-hmm. Like, don't buy your black diamond hidden gems for $1,000. What the heck are you doing?
Yeah, and then everybody's, there's a lot of reasons. You have more now. It's because it's a story and it's creating headlines. You have more speculators coming in. He's very young. He's very exciting. He's got a big future, and people like breakers, influencers, and content people like us, right? We talk about it, and so that has an effect too, which I get. But and I think maybe to your point, Victoria, too, like when you talk about a bubble, it doesn't mean that Celebrini is going to get bad. I think he's a really good player, and I would be shocked if he's not a really good player 10 years from now, and maybe even a superstar. But interest naturally ebbs and flows. About a year ago today, actually, I remember the Sidney Crosby hobby market being really soft, actually. Like his cards were, and now he's had another great year, and it's because Ovi was taking a lot of the spotlight with the goals chase and
took full advantage of that. That's why I got
stunk.
so many of my Crosbys.
Yeah, Pittsburgh stunk last year, and so you could get Crosby's relatively inexpensive, and so the same thing will happen with Celebrini, right? Gavin McKenna might come in, and everyone might go bonkers over him for a year, or Celebrini might have 2 months where he's not that great or injured or something like that, God forbid. And yeah, to your point, it's the old like what goes up must come down sort of thing, and people forget that, I think, when we're in these scenarios. And so then I was looking at, well, okay, what does the bubble popping for Celebrini look like? As more and more supply hits, right, more product gets open, more cards get graded, more listings that can, supply and demand dictates the price. Buyer demand slows to the off-season injuries. If they don't make the playoffs, right now they're a bubble team. That's the playoffs in all professional sports now are like, it seems like it takes half the year, right? And you become pretty irrelevant when you're on the golf course in April and there's still games in June. He's got
a few years grace on the playoffs thing. I think the playoffs, no playoffs is everything stays the same. Playoffs is just a bonus.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
And so again, I believe he's on the superstar track, but I do believe there will be a softening. And the more I thought about this, kind of a realization that I had is that I think a bubble will come, maybe not in an overall, like all of Macklin Celebrini, but I think where people will feel it first are in I don't know the best way to put this, but maybe the weakest cards. The cards that people are overpaying for right now that don't have the data, to your point, Victoria, or pedigree in the hobby to predict that these cards will be relevant or meaningful down the road. There's lots of, I shouldn't say lots, but there's a number of very cheap Connor McDavid rookies that, like a Star Rookies card that you can pick up for $40, right? Raw or something like that probably somebody bought for many of hundreds a number of years ago, thinking this was going to be a $10,000 card. That not every card has the makings to be worth tons and tons of money down the road, even if a player is super successful. So I think the key right now, if you're in the Macklin, if you want to be a buyer, you want to partake in this, you have fear that, because what happens, of course, this is where our brains work against us, is that we think, I know prices are sky high, but we assume that if I don't buy my cards now, that they're going to be 4 times that down the road, which we know there are outliers where that has happened. But I would guess 90% of the time, the truth is on the other side, where they'll be cheaper down the road.
The biggest lesson I learned in the past 2 years being in this hobby, I guess, is never, ever, ever make FOMO purchases. Like the fear of missing out is so big in this hobby, and everyone just needs to like have a bit more patience in buying anything, especially a new player like this or a new set that comes out or anything like that. I think don't let FOMO get the best of you, because you're going to be dropping way more and you're never going to recoup. Like, you think that Macklin Celebrini card that sold for $30K comes down to 12. Do you think it'll be worth $30K again? You'll be holding it for so long, hoping that it gets to that.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't know. It's like a sunk cost if you're buying him at this point. And I don't know if it's people who think that they like can just churn money from this hobby, but more often than not,
I think last Thursday has got to be the peak. $1,000 for a canvas card. I mean, come on, that has to be.
Yeah,
if everyone saw what happened last Thursday, 10x people are sending their Celebrinis in now, right? It's gonna, to me, that was if I had to bet or guess, if I had to Shane Pinto this, I would bet that was the top last Thursday on the medium, or if not this Thursday. That was insane. That was not even sustainable. That was outrageous. Just outrageous, right?
So I think I want to do two things around Macklin Celebrini. One we're going to do today, and then maybe on Thursday or next week or next Monday we'll do the other. So I'm going to give some picks of under $500 Macklin Celebrini cards that I think nobody has a crystal ball, and I certainly don't, but I think have long-term potential. Like, if you had to buy right now, these are the cards that I would choose and kind of pick under $500 because that is more accessible to most of us here in the hobby. But today, I want to talk about the avoidables. And this is just my opinion, and I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice. Ask my wife. I have been known to be wrong, but I'm going to pick 5 cards and card types. So some will be specific cards, other will be a little bit more broad, but these are the things I would not overpay for today, just because we're in this, everybody's excited about Macklin Celebrini, including me. And to your point, Victoria, I've really trained myself to sit this stuff out and just focus in other areas because it's way too volatile for me. You have to be a big time like gambler mentality, I think, to play in or just have a lot of means where you don't really care about the long-term financial viability of the cards. But
where I've made my most, I guess, margins, because I do vend Pokemon, so I need to be smart in what I'm purchasing and where I'm purchasing and when. I'm always looking where no one's looking. And like, maybe that's like a secret that I'm giving away right now. But if everyone is like laser focused on Macklin Celebrini, like where are people not looking, and what can you scoop at a really great price now? And what players are still doing really awesome, but like don't have as big as a spotlight as Celebrini? And what can you scoop right now that like next year could be double? Yeah, I don't have the answer to that.
Very similar to that. Like, I would rather make a bet on a card today that I think could appreciate 30% in 5 years versus trying to like have like a 20x return, because that rarely happens. And in my mind, I'm just probably not good enough at picking those winners to make that viable. Okay, so here's my 5 Celebrini areas I would shy away from, and you guys can agree or disagree and add in your comments. The first one is maybe the most controversial one. I'm going to stay away from his base Young Guns, especially PSA 10. Now, I'm sure you can quote McDavid Young Guns values and say, well, if it's $1,500 today, it might be $3,000 3 years from now. And who knows, you could be right. But there's one big elephant in the room with this card that goes well beyond Macklin's on-ice performance. And that is, what is the pop count going to be 5 to 6 years from now? If he keeps playing this way, it could be massive. Like, I don't know, 15,000 or more.
Really? 15? What's Bedard at? Is he over 10?
Bedard's at 7,500. But, and at some point, the laws of economics and supply and demand will definitely factor in. Supply goes up, that pushes demand and down, and price falls. The Celebrini base Young Guns pop count is pretty low at the moment. Like, if we go back and we replay how this has played out, because he just started really popping off a couple months ago. Also, in these last few months, PSA has a giant backlog. So if you can think if you had to guess how many Macklin Celebrini based Young Guns are sitting at PSA right now, it has to be a lot. Like a lot. And it'll more and more will continue to be pumped in. And also a lot of product is being open right. I don't know if you guys know the Series 2 secret right now. I probably shouldn't say this, but because it's a huge tip. Well, it's gotten very expensive, of course. Hobby boxes have gotten really, really pricey, with one giant exception. Do you know what that is, Phil or Louis?
Structure.
No. E-Pack.
Oh.
You can buy a box of Series 2 for half of what it costs in physical form. It's $140 US.
When did
People
that
are
happen?
crushing this product on E-Pack right now. Crushing it.
I thought they're not supposed to do that because they want to protect the LCS.
I don't know. It's $140 a box. on
Screw
E-Pack.
'em, slash prices.
And that's US, and it's like $270, $280 on Dave and Adams here in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're that's not a bad gamble given what his cards are at from a 1 in 8. You get the box average for like a single player Young Guns Victoria is 1 in 8 essentially. Mm-hmm. So you have a 1/8 chance a box of hitting a Celebrini. So if you, I think, get one like in 3 boxes and you're lucky enough to hit one, that card will probably pay those boxes back on E-Pack, plus anything else you can hit.
Imagine hitting a red outburst. It's a payday.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're in the money there.
Yeah.
So again, I just think for $1,500, there's probably better cards you could buy at this point than a base Young Guns where we don't know what the pop will be like down the road. My next one is I'm going from a specific card more to a general card type, and I would shy away from sticker autos. This is the card that Phil and I continue to be dumbfounded about, and there's going to be so many rookie hard signed autos, and I just don't believe, my opinion, that sticker autos are going to hold up as well over time. So the card we're showing on YouTube is a 2425 SPX. This is blue auto at a 99. It's selling for more than $700 US raw.
For a sticker.
Which is crazy prices. And if I like, here's like a great example on Celebrini autos. If I open up a box of SPA and a box of SPX, and I'm lucky enough in those boxes to pull the Celebrini Future Watch auto, which is hard signed, and this SPX blue out of 99, I might keep the Future Watch auto at this point. I couldn't sell this card, the blue sticker auto from SPX, fast enough. I am slab sharking that. It is going from the hobby box into a Slab Sharks box and into the auction, right? To try to, and I'm worried that I'm going to miss the bubble popping on this one. Again, I just don't think I'm not going to overpay for a sticker auto at this point. The next one, now I'm going to go back to a specific card. And because I think there's a great counterexample in the set. So these 2425 Premier Patch-taculars. Okay, this card that we're looking at is amazing. Look at that patch. It's ridiculous. It's almost like a perfect Sharks patch. Would love to have a card with a patch like this. But the problem with these Patch-taculars is that they are player worn and not game used. Somebody spent, I think, $5,300 US on this card, which is a lot of money. And I believe it's out of this one's out of 5, right? And now you might be saying, well, a McDavid Cup RPA with a player worn patch just sold for $405,000 US. I get that. Here's the problem with these Patch-taculars is in the exact same product, in the exact same set, there's a cousin card called the Mega Patches that are game used, like this one. This one sold for less than half of what the prior card sold for. The patch isn't as cool, but it's still a very interesting, intricate, multicolor, multi-break patch. But it's game used. Over the long run, I'm buying 2 of these versus the out of 5 that's player worn. And if I'm going to gamble on Macklin Celebrini, I'm much more confident in cards like these. And so I think non-auto cards that are only memorabilia and have player worn patches, I'm either sticking to rookie cards that are game used, which is very few as we know, or I actually think a stronger long-term play might be a second year card that has game used material if I'm going just for a patch and not a rookie, and that you might do better over time with that.
Can't argue.
I disagree. I think a first-year non-game used patch card will
Okay.
always do better than a second-year game used card.
All things being equal, though, like the Patchtacular versus this card, which one are you more confident
They're
in?
both rookies, right?
Both rookies. This one's player worn, obviously better patch, but this one was double the price as this game used patch.
Yeah, I would. If they're both rookies, I would always go with a game used 100%. I know the Shark's cool, but I think the Premier Mega Patch has more cachet to it than the Patchtacular. Patchtacular is new on top of it. Separate issue. I know that's a big thing for you. I think a rookie card, game used, game worn, event worn, will always beat a second year game used card of anybody in any aspect.
All right, Victoria, you're the new person here. What is the how do you feel about game used versus player worn memorabilia? Is it important to you that the memorabilia is used in a game, or not so much?
This one is like still kind of making my head spin a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it's because like I don't really care, but maybe because I'm still new. I guess game worn is
put
better.
it this way? Yeah. How about put it this way? I throw you a jersey. Hey, Victoria, throw this on for a second. You throw it on, then you take it off versus wearing it during a game. I mean, because that's basically all they're doing.
I know. They were both on me, though. Like, that's what I don't know.
I'm with. So, Victoria, I take it part. It's not a big metric for me. As long as the player wore it and the card looks good, I'm happy. I really am. I don't have a connection to the game that was played in. Listen, maybe Upper Deck starts putting more dates on it, which they are, but maybe that'll make me like it more. There's no connection to the game. Oh, it says game used on the back. You know what the difference is in my hockey card box? The word on the back. It's all like, there's nothing. It's no difference. A rookie card will always beat the mem in the card for the most part, my opinion.
Okay.
Here's where I come on this is, I guess I have a wish for these cards to be really seen as historical pieces. And maybe that's like too highfalutin or pie in the sky. But I think to Phil's point, if they can add more specific dates to games. So if you can have a card and know, okay, this was a part of a jersey that this player wore on this specific game, then there's a historical component to me. And I'm an old guy who's starting to like history. And so that's becoming more and more important. And I feel like we're in the transition there. And so, Phil, I think to your point right now, that's very far and few between.
Yeah.
When it comes to hockey cards. And so maybe that's a controversial, but for my taste, I'm sticking more to game used. And I just feel strongly that it will evolve that way down the road, but I could be wrong.
You know what? Maybe it's the auto too. Like if I know the player held the card and signed it and it's hard signed, what do I care if they wore the jersey in a game? I think that's my connection is the auto more. And I like the aesthetics on the card, I guess, supersede the authenticity of the memorabilia.
I have one more category of stayaways. And this one, again, now we go from specific to more general, but I think this is a really important one. High serial number or filler parallels and inserts, that when players really spike like this, these are the sales that give me the pit in my stomach for people the most, are the cards that you feel like should be a $10 card that all of a sudden people are spending $60 on. That you just kind of feel like 5 years from now it'll be back to a $10 card. And so a perfect example would be like the Violet Pixels here. You know, sets like O-Pee-Chee Platinum are iconic because they, of course, contain iconic cards. With Platinum, my rule of thumb for long term is the Red Prism out of $199. That's my, I guess, arbitrary cutoff line where I've thought, okay, for my collection, you get into parallels that are out of $299, $399, $699. I just don't know many of them that hold their value over the long haul. And, you know, maybe Violet Pixels is a little bit controversial because there are a lot of people that like this parallel, but
should have picked Orange Checkers. Louis likes Orange Checkers, and
it's out of 25.
Yeah, and that will never carry its value over Seismic Gold for some reason.
Sure, there's that component of it too, but and I use maybe the toughest example. Like if you look at all the 24-25 sets that have Celebrini rookies, you have like flagship, and there's tons of inserts that are kind of cool, and then there's parallels. There's like speckle parallels, gold parallels. There's just no evidence that those will hold up well over the long haul, and so buy them if you can get them at a price where you just want to have a cool card. But I would not buy those cards expecting to make money on them down the road. And this gets into my collecting wheelhouse as an insert and parallel collector. Part of the fun that I see in this lane of the hobby is trying to figure out which cards will have significance down the road. And it's hard. It's like I tie myself up in knots all the time. And some are more...
That's a different podcast.
Yeah. You've signed an agreement not to talk about this, but and so again, I'm just staying away from it. The main point is here, just because it says Macklin Celebrini on the card doesn't mean you should spend a lot of money on it. That's probably the most succinct. You have to. Part of the fun of learning this hobby is starting to. There's tons of noise. There's tons and tons of cards. You know, Victoria, we've looked at in the past where you go back to the late 80s, a player would have 5 rookie cards. You get to the early 90s, they would have 40. Connor Bedard, I haven't looked up Celebrini, but last time we checked, Connor Bedard is like 1,200 different unique rookie cards. And so they're not all created equal. And
that's confusing for me.
Yeah, well, that's a big learning point, and we tend to learn through making financial mistakes.
Daniel Alfredson has 57 rookie cards, 95-96. He's a rookie. Brady Tkachuk has like 450, and he's 2018, 2019. And then what does Bedard have? Like 4,000? Something like, maybe that's too much. I don't know, but it's just exponentially getting ridiculous, right? So I never know how to talk. Like, are we talking to, when we talk here, I don't even remember we're recording a podcast. It's just us talking, but are we talking to like the seasoned collector or the new person? It's hard, you know?
We're talking to everyone. And so, but even us seasoned guys need reminders, and we're all at a different level of seasoning. But to the new person, and maybe like you, Victoria, like my best piece of advice, having gone through these experiences and wasted, frankly, a lot of money, is the best thing you can do is ask questions. That you've got some friends and you've met people over the last couple months that have been knee deep in this hobby for a long time. So if like your guy's Matthew Nyes and you want to get a decent rookie, when in doubt, just ask, is this a card that I'm going to be happy with? You know, nobody has a crystal ball, but am I likely to be happy with 4 or 5 years from now? I'm thinking of spending a little bit of money. But at the time I was doing that, I didn't have a good network of hobby friends to bounce that off of. So I just went with my gut instinct, which was terrible.
My big thing is put the brakes on. A big thing in our hobby is guys around our middle age, maybe a little later. We have adult money. Even if you're poor as an adult, you can still go buy a bunch of cards, kind of, for now at least. And you just get so excited. The FOMO we were talking about. Just put the brakes on. You might miss 1 or 2 crazy deals you could have had. Maybe. But if you wait a year and just chill out and buy little bit, you've saved yourself thousands of dollars if you just go out and start buying everything with your adult money. Just put the brakes on. That's
what I had to learn the hard way too. I think as a new collector in hockey, I'm learning lessons that I didn't do in Pokemon the first go around, obviously. So now I'm trying to buy things in a curated way, in an intentional way. Before, when I was doing Pokemon, I would just buy like anything. And now, a year and a half later, I'm like, okay, I really want my collection to look like this. So let me trade this stuff, let me sell this stuff, and let me acquire things that are like, that mean something to me, that are intentional for me. And I really like that I'm starting hockey. I actually really love it. And but I also like that I'm taking it very slow. Like, I'm not just on Slab Sharks bidding on anything and everything and every single player and whatever. I'm trying to find what I like. And you have us to make
fun of you if you buy something silly. Like, I won't let you, I won't let you live that down. You're like, it was only $300, Phil. I'm like, you're a moron. Why'd you buy that?
Yeah.
So think of that. Think of that before you pull the
there's a
trigger.
lot of things that play against us. Like I am just as excited about Macklin Celebrini as anyone else, but I haven't bought any cards because again, I've just developed a risk tolerance and like I would rather spend like I just spent like $350 on a 90s very rare Mario Lemieux card that I will always enjoy. And to me it's about like I'm more of a data person too, like you are. And it's about eliminating variables. Like the more variables I can eliminate, the more comfortable I can get. And so if I'm buying a card from 1996 of Mario Lemieux, I know his career is set in stone. I know I can look at the historical sales of that card and get a really good idea of rarity based on, well, watch, this card sold 7 times in 30 years now. And that gives me a comfort level in making a bigger purchase versus maybe I'm just not an adrenaline junkie like a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? That want to get in on the action and the latest and greatest and hottest new prospect sort of thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that advice too.
So, okay. Well, good discussion. Anything else to add, Baba Louie or Phil?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
All right.
No.
Well, it's not stopping, so we'll see what happens forward. Okay, new product release is brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Total Sports and their breaking outfit GP Sports. Total Sports at Etobicoke, where Victoria just was. She told us all about it.
Great
Is that where you
place.
bought? That's where you got your personal pickup, eh?
Yeah, 10 out of
Nice.
10 store. If anyone's in the area, go.
Nice. It is a fantastic
Highly
spot to get all your new product releases. Why? Well, because they have all of them at great prices. You can see Emmanuel, Sam Geneva, and the entire crew there. And Grant from GP Sports Cards might even be there too. Plus, there's banger singles all the time. Grant is always buying. He's on... Kid can't stop. He's on Instagram every 4 hours. I just picked up a massive collection, right? And showing off ridiculous cards while he sells them at his store. So go buy them from him.
It's quite the progression there, Josh. Good job.
Well, he's going to go broke if people don't start buying his cards. Also, a reminder, Grant will be breaking again on Wednesday night via their GP Sports Cards YouTube channel. So get your spots at gpsportcards.com. Grant always has fun breaks with the latest products and interesting mixers, plus his GP buybacks too. Okay, today new product releases. We have a big set coming out. These are really fun. They happen very rarely. But we have the Chicago Blackhawks Centennial Hobby Set.
Finally.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Even Baba Louie had a little bit of an error here. Not because he doesn't know. Well, because he doesn't know. So what you're showing is the retail box set.
Hey,
Right,
I couldn't find a regular box.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that this came up then. The easiest way to tell, because it is confusing between retail and hobby, is the hobbies are in tins, almost like the cup. So there are
okay.
Series 1 or Series 2 tins.
You could have just asked
Tim.
me. How about the Boston one?
This
Yeah.
is just a better picture.
Fair
There
enough.
you go. I like it.
Okay. So we have another original 6 Centennial product, and we're lucky this year we have 2 in both the Rangers and the Blackhawks. And this set comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So just a couple days. We're going to go through quickly and just talk about the key cards and highlights. So again, the complete checklist is available at hockeychecklist.com. But we'll start with the base set. Base is broken down and actually to a number of components. There's a kind of a lot to the base set on this one. You have the regular base cards, I guess, where there's 100 players on the checklist. You have 3 parallels. I like this. It's kind of cool. So yellow are not numbered, but they do have a stated print run of 1926, which is, of course, the year the Blackhawks debuted in the NHL.
Oh.
So then there's a high decibel parallel out of 125 and a Windy City Blue parallel out of 65. Now, all the versions of the base we talk about are going to have these exact same parallels. I just don't want to be uber repetitive, so just keep that in mind. So any base has the same parallel, same numbering, or print run in the case of the yellow. You have retired numbers as part of the base set. So there's 8 players on the checklist. The base card is 1 in 6. Obviously features Blackhawks that have had their numbers retired. Again, same parallels that we just talked about. You have Hall of Famers, which is another subset of base set. 48 total cards. Base are 1 and 2, then the 3 parallels. You have award winners. There's 50. So people have won like the Ted Lindsay Award or the Hart Trophy, that sort of thing. Then you have captains, which features 26 Blackhawks captains in team history. The base are out of 1 and 4. So here would be the yellow parallel. with a print run of 1926 again. And then finally, team record holders, 1 in 12, 1 in 2 pack odds, 11 cards on the checklist. So a lot of different segments to the base there.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll roll through quickly because Upper Deck didn't provide any images of these two. There's inserts. We'll get a hint of what the inserts look like with the auto versions, but there's first rounders, which highlights first round draft picks of the Blackhawks. Base are 1 in 7. This has a gold parallel, which is 1 in 50. You have capturing a champion, base 1 in 4, 1 in 30 odds for the gold parallel. Stoppers, 1 in 7, featuring goalies. Gold is 1 in 50 pack odds. There's 15 goalies on the checklist. And then memorable moments, base 1 in 2 packs, gold 1 in 17, 45 cards on the checklist. Now in the autos, there's a number of auto sets. We'll highlight 4 of them. Most of them, I think, are on-card autos, with the exception of a player like maybe Bobby Hull, who's passed away or something like that. So
all the Boston, they're all on card unless they're dead. Yeah.
Okay, so capturing a champion is 1 in 90 pack odds, includes short print, super short print. The SSPs are Bobby Hull and Glenn Hall. We just talked about recently passed away in our last show. Then you have a goalie card Stoppers, 1 in 240 pack odds. I like this card. I think it's cool looking.
Oh, Jocelyn Thibault. I haven't seen that name in a while.
13 goalies on the checklist. Glenn Hall, Ed Belfour, Corey Crawford, Dominic Hasek, and Marty Turco are amongst those. Red Hot autos. This is like an auto parallel of the base, I think. 1 in 18 pack odds. Includes Bedard. Bedsy makes an appearance. Marian Hossa, Doug Gilmore, Daryl Sutter, Patrick Kane, Bobby Hall, Wendell Clark, Johnny Toews.
Wendell Clark. They're putting Wendell Clark in the Blackhawks.
No, Blackhawks legend. What are you talking about?
Duh.
Then the last auto will feature a Centennial choice. And there's 2 versions. I picked the inscribed signatures because I love inscriptions on cards.
What a card.
Yeah.
That's so
Dewey
cool.
Grimson. Rest of
The Grim Reaper.
Oh, when he lost it against, was it Boston? I don't remember. Crazy.
So all the inscribed versions are out of 35. There's 40 players on the checklist. So here's my favorites. Well, there's a Bedard, and he put Bedsy. Chelios put Chelly. Bernie Nichols inscribed it Pumper, which sounds a little dirty, but okay, we'll go with it. Ed Belfour. I love Ed Belfour in a Chicago card. I think is awesome. His is just Hall of Fame 2022. And then Tony Amonte, Bones, which again sounds dirty. But
Tony Potty Mouth Amonte. Have you ever seen some video of him? Oh my God.
Nice.
I highly recommend every good listener right now go to YouTube and type in Tony Amonte on the mic. Oh my goodness. What a filthy American.
You'll learn some new words.
Oh yeah, and the combinations of both. And he owns everything. He talks to himself. Stupid Tony.
Oh, God.
It's so funny.
Then there's some memorabilia cards which are really interesting, and these come in both memorabilia and then mem plus auto variations. So there's 4 different sets that each has both variations. There's a seat relics card and then a seat relics plus auto. On the mem only side, there's 10 cards and then there's 9 cards with the auto. The mem only are out of 49. The versions with the autos are out of 10. So key players on the checklist include Bobby Hull, Chris Chelios, Doug Wilson, and Jeremy Roenick. Ticket to Greatness features pieces of a game ticket, of course. The mem-only versions has 25 cards, are all serial numbered out of 5 or 1. There's also a sweet Bobby Orr on the checklist. Of course, Blackhawks legend Bobby Orr, and then a Bedard too. The auto version has unknown odds, no Orr with an auto, but there are 3 Marian Hossa cards, though. So if you're a Marian Hossa guy, there's a number of chases and a Bedard too.
Everybody's a Marian Hossa guy. I did notice on the Marian Hossa auto you put up earlier, his autograph looked quite different than it normally does.
Oh, really?
That might bother some people, yeah.
There's a number 1 overall picks card that has both jersey and auto patch versions. The auto patch has 5 different Bedard cards that are all out of 5. I don't know if that's a checklist error by Upper Deck, but it might be, because it would seem you would just do like 1 out of 25 instead of 5 different out of 5 cards, I feel like. So put a pin in that one. And then lastly, there's Madhouse Materials card that has both a jersey and premium relic. Jersey cards are 1 in 20 packs. Premium relics are serial numbered out of 25, and all the relics are patches. I kind of dig sort of the tearaway design component on this. Like it's tearing the top of the card to unveil. It's like a pull tab almost. Do you guys have pull tabs in Canada?
Very So sorry. Yeah, we went over this. I didn't think we did, but we do. These cards are great. On the Boston one, they're very similar inserts, just Chicago versions. I highly recommend buying this. This is what collecting's about. These sets are very well put together. I don't even like Boston, and I had a great rip opening that.
Okay, so if you pick up
I was gonna say that games in the Madhouse are really fun. If anyone's gone, it's a sick arena.
No, I have not gone. Would like to though.
Very fun. Yeah.
Okay, so if you pick up a hobby tin of the Blackhawks Centennial, here's what you can expect. You get 3 autographed memorabilia or auto memorabilia cards, 5 inserts for memorable moments, first rounder stoppers, or capturing a champion, 2 gold insert parallels, 10 base set yellow parallel cards, those are the print run in 1926, and 1 base set serial numbered parallel, either High Decibel out of 125 or Windy City Blue out of 65.
That's great.
That's not too bad.
Love it.
I feel like that's good.
Awesome.
Well, how much does this stuff kind of cost? Like compared to, I know that,
No, none of those cards are worth the tin. I mean, maybe a Bedsy auto. That's even a Bobby Hull auto. What, $200-$300?
I'm guessing it'll be 150 to 200 US out of the gate. They do tend to go up over the first 6 months, though. Like you'll find them, especially a team that has a lot of chases on it. So this is one I would try to buy early if you wanted to open it or store it.
I want the Montreal one. I know they've done a Montreal before, but I hope they do one coming up. Whew.
Yeah.
Well, I give Upper Deck kudos on this, though. As I was kind of putting these slides together, I don't kind of get all excited about everything when we're highlighting new products coming out. But for some reason, a lot of the cards in this one were just like, that design's sweet.
Yeah, they're good. Hey, Louis,
Sweet.
I did not expect to enjoy the Centennial set. I just bought it for Friday nights with Phil, and as I opened it, I loved it. I thought it was great. Good hockey cards, right? Read the backs of them. They put a lot of effort in the backs of them. Good dates, good stories.
And if it's your team, you get 1 Centennial set. So it's a one and done opportunity.
It's perfect.
75 more years, Josh.
I don't know if we're going to make that one.
Well, they should do one for the Sens. We've been around the modern day Sens, but I mean, they could do it for my Senators.
Yeah.
They could.
All right, Phil, you ready with mailbag?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get her questioned and answered here. Okay, first question, Discord. Rink Rat 39. Hey guys, was wondering if you could play out a scenario for me. Hypothetically, if the current card market is in a bubble and bursts tomorrow, big money investors move on to a new opportunity. How would that affect the following? Individual collectors, breakers, LCSs, eBay, and secondary markets, grading companies, card companies, or even Mr. Bigglesworth. Personally, I think that's a long way off from realization. Thought it would be interesting to get your take on it. Thanks, Josh, Louis, Mr. Bigglesworth, and Dave. You guys are great. Oh, you too, Phil. LOL. I'm just kidding. I'll go first. I think all our cards are overvalued in general, and including mine, a lot of mine. And yeah, I just think everything's inflated big time. 100%. I think we're very fortunate and blessed to be able to do this. And yeah, I'll just keep it general like that. Josh, what do you think?
I think in a way that's where you find out who really loves this and who was just in it for superficial reasons, right? It's like, and actually, if and when it does, and it probably will happen at some point, I'm going to be buying like a mother effer.
Yeah.
Man, because like I think back like of our housing crash here in 2008. And like there were like townhomes, Louis, like people were like 60 grand. And if you would have bought those, they're worth like 250 today. And because everyone, right, our brains work against us. When things are going up, it can only ever go up. When things are going down, it can only ever go down. And we have such short-term memory issues where we forget that things do go up and down. And so I think the hobby gets smaller, but the people that would leave on both the vendor and the collector side were people that were half in anyways. And then
we'll see the same, you know what? We'd see most of the same dealers at the same card shows, just be less busy.
Yeah. So all right. I don't fear that, I guess is what I want to say.
All right. Beat that one to death. Let's go to the next one here. Discord. Cigar Scott. Do you think there would be much interest in a WHA insert set in the product line like SP Signature Legends? And do you think Upper Deck would ever do it or the NHL, NHLPA would allow it? That's a good question. What else can you do with the Gretzky and players like him that hasn't already been done besides something like this? I would think collectors would go nuts over an Upper Deck release with Gretzky in an Indy Racers jersey, Messier in a Cincinnati Stingers jersey, Gordy in a Houston Aeros jersey, Michel Goulet in a Birmingham Bulls jersey. Sorry, had to throw in a Bulls reference. A WHA all-time future watch set, even if it had a bunch of sticker autos, would find an eager audience, in my opinion. I disagree, Scott. I did a very mild research. Andre Lacroix is the all-time WHA point leader. Who is that exactly? I listen. This is where your heart is getting mixed with if it's a good idea financially for someone to go ahead and do that. I lovably and respectfully disagree with you. I think it would fail horribly. Sorry, Scott. I love you, brother. What do you guys think? Louis, do you have a thought on it?
It doesn't interest me. It's just me at all. It's just like I think of it as like the World Junior Canada cards. For me, if we had the same stuff come out constantly as that for the U.S. teams, I wouldn't even care about those. So
we're very NHL centric, I find. Even when we have our own countries, we're like, I kind of want my guy in his NHL team.
Selectively, it might work. Like if the Cup did like a single one-off Gretzky in an Indiana Racers jersey that was autoed or something like that, or had game use memorabilia, I think people would dig that just because it's something new for a Gretzky card. But it would work more than a solid set.
Yeah.
WHA used to be an old hockey league, Victoria, if you didn't know what we were talking about.
I was like, what is this acronym? I have no idea.
It's a failed league. I don't know what else to say. It was a failed league, but it was really cool. They had a blue puck, and that's about it. Okay. Next question. Mad Dog Nav 78. What are the three most recent What are your three most recent saved eBay searches? Josh, I guess you have to go first.
Yeah, don't get us canceled, Phil.
Okay. It's eBay, not PH.
Well, I don't have any eBay save searches. I'm probably dumb. Am I missing out? Should I be doing that?
Nope. Nope. What you should be doing, I have no saved searches. I make bookmarks on tabs on my browser, so I beat all of you. I bought the Gretzky Day of the Cup today. I bet you that didn't even have chance to hit anybody's saved searches notification. Not one of you. Just make a tab. So I have Brady Tkachuk, new listing. Marcel Dion, new listing. Well, whatever. Sidney Crosby, new listing. No one's beating me to the seismic gold. No one's beating me to
the go through.
Yeah, but
what?
You must have like 8 gigs of RAM.
Dude, you know my computer. I crushed this. Yeah, dude, this is amazing. Anyways,
mine sends me a message though right away when something is listed.
It's not right away, Louis. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. When I get a seismic gold Sidney Crosby saved search notification, I've known about it for hours before. Hours.
Why ain't
it's
doing that?
Not real time. It's slow as molasses. I don't even know why I'm telling you any of you jabronis this. This is my tools. Okay, next question.
Do you, Victoria, do you use eBay searches?
I use eBay. Yeah, but mine's mostly Pokemon. I'll look up like Evolving Skies or Crown Zenith.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't ask her.
Searches?
No, I didn't know you could do that, so I'm probably going to go do that after this.
Yeah. After I literally said don't do it. Can we go to the next question now?
We can.
Strida.
Where
would you rank the following rookie card parallels if you were adding to your personal collection? The Gold Cup RPA Gold. Young Guns Gold Outburst. O-Pee-Chee Platinum Golden Treasures Auto. SP Authentic Black Future Watch Auto. And Ultimate Shield Auto. I will go first. Young Guns Gold Outburst. First. Controversial. Young Guns Gold Outburst is my first pick. Then I would pick the Upper Deck Shield, the Ultimate Shield Auto, which was hard for me to pick, but I'll pick it because of popular demand. Then I will pick O-Pee-Chee Platinum Golden Treasure. Then I will sadly pick my Cup RPA Gold. It's a gold. It's not the RPA. Sorry, I got to put it forth last. I got to. And then lastly, Future Watch Black. That card can kick rocks. That card is one of my most overrated cards ever. Josh?
Yeah, let him go quick.
I went a little bit different. So I went Ultimate Shield Auto first, then Young Guns Outburst Gold second. But that one's tough for me because my heart wants to go with the Outburst Gold. Then the Cup Gold RPA. Then SPA Future Watch Auto Black. I actually put O-Pee-Chee Gold and Treasures last because I don't like the auto version. If it was the non-auto version, I would have had it ranked much higher.
Wait. Did I screw up the question? He didn't say auto?
He said O-Pee-Chee Platinum Gold and Treasures
Ah,
auto.
gross. Yeah, that's last for me. I amend my that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, by far that's a distant 100th. 1 to 4 and then 100th. Louis?
Mine's almost the same as Josh. I'm Ultimate Shield Auto. Then I'm the Cup RPA, SPA Black Future Watch. Then I'll drop the Young Guns Gold Outburst in there, and then the Golden Treasures Auto.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of boom hype about the Young Guns Gold Outburst, but it's just looks wise for me. It's not my favorite, so that's why I did that.
Okay. And Victoria agrees with me, so I win. Next question. Discord. Is that Tori? Tori, Minnesota Sports Card Junkie?
You ask every time. But yeah.
Well, there's like 3 guys that all sound the same.
No.
Whatever. If you could only collect cards for your personal collection from one product release, which would it be and why? Phil, the Cup. Josh.
I struggled on this one between Metal and O-Pee-Chee Platinum, but I'm going to go with Metal. I love the inserts in Metal so much.
Victoria, do you have? Could you possibly answer that? You're learning some. Like, what's your favorite set so far?
I don't know the answer to this, but like if money wasn't a problem, I'd probably say the Cup.
That's
Like if there was like
Gene's a gold
unlimited
digger. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's hockey cards. You're gold digging. Louis, what do you think?
I need a sugar daddy for sure if I'm going to
There you
keep
go.
this
Come
up.
on, Paul.
Yeah.
Step up your game, bro. Okay, Louis.
Cup,
Attaboy.
because that's why.
That's rhetorical. It's a statement. It's not an answer.
Well,
It's a
it said which should it be and why.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby hot take.
next question. It's freaking Polly, Discord. Upon your next conversation with silly Billy-O, can you please tell him to hurry up and get Spencer Knight into some hawk cards? Yeah, agreed, man. Would love some patch autos and some 25-26 product. Currently, I can't buy any cards of the Dark Knight. Oh, that is
The Dark
awesome.
Knight. That's cool.
I love it. I love Spencer Knight. He's the man. Okay, let's start over. Currently, I can't buy any cards of the Dark Knight because the old Panther stuff clashed with my collecting motif. Thank you, and go Hawks. Well, that's awesome. I don't have an answer for you, but I think that's a great thing,
Maybe
Polly.
extended, they would put a base card in there. They could get a high gloss or exclusives or something like that, or a outburst.
Yeah, there you go. Good answer, Josh. Next question. Discord, Panther J the Panther. Given the increasing values and sizes of the Slab Shark auctions, try and be the guy going through 10,000 cards one by one. Anyways, is it necessary for Hockey Card Gongshow to have a meeting with Enzo from PCI? I met Enzo. To ensure against Louis' canoe springing a leak or another dryer fire. It's fiberglass. He's fine. All kidding aside, just in case, to protect yourselves in the rare instance something happens with the shipment. Love the show, boys. Keep up the good work. Well, that's a Josh question.
I'm pretty sure Slab Sharks already has that covered.
Yep.
We hope. Next question. Discord. Vegas card collector. Yeah, I did you a solid, Vegas. I picked Mark Stone, even though he's a putz. Okay, anyways. If you're building a set, do you consider updating cards part of the set for the year they were supposed to come out and is printed on the back, or the part of the set for the year they were actually released? I go back and forth on this for organizing my collection. Depends on the set for me. Very good question.
Yeah, I think he's talking about, Louis, that like if it's an update card. So let's say the card was in 24 of the cup, but it was a 22 update, and you want to put them in chronological order. I always go off the number printed on the back of the card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Simple answer there. Okay, next question. Discord, Foley 48. Given the abundance of different product releases for hockey from Upper Deck, is there anything you would axe or think we just don't need apart from ice? I love how that's so universal. Get rid of it. I'm curious to see the new ice, though. I'm curious to see it. But anyway, do you think the large variety of set options is good, or are they currently just too many sets? Would you rather see less sets with a more varied price point? I'm all over the place. I change. Ask me every month. I'll have a different answer. I'll give you an example, though, of something I didn't like and now I really like is Allure. So if you asked me 4 years ago, I'd be like, or 3 years ago, get rid of Allure. It's kind of useless. They chipped away. They worked at it, just like everything else in life. And Allure is pretty awesome right now. Still needs some tweaking. That probably will never get tweaked, but I love Allure. And give creative people, motivated people a chance to refine their product. And I think Upper Deck has done a phenomenal job these past few years. But I would axe ice. Yeah. Okay.
Why? What's so bad about ice?
Okay, Louis, next. You're next to answer.
Well, I do actually, agree. It's hard to say. Allure is at such a good price point for people to get in and just open something super cool. But that would probably be my next axe. Unfortunately. Okay. I don't want it to go. I think it's awesome. I like the color flow and all that other happy jazz and stuff in there. Not the stickers feel
like
for me, but
SPX more than Allure?
Yeah, that would be my pick. Would be SPX to go. But overall, what I would love to see Upper Deck do is I think adding new sets is good, but I want a one in, one out philosophy. So it's like if you want to introduce a new set, then you have to pause one or take one away. Okay.
All right, let's go next one here. Instagram Bruins.
Do we know how many there are? Sorry, Phil.
I think there's like 26, 28, something like that.
Okay. Moving right along.
Bruins Collector, 3788. Are you guys at all concerned about autograph values dropping long-term for modern players? Each new player seems to sign thousands of cards in their first year, so even a rookie auto isn't rare anymore. The auto pool is so diluted for every player. A resounding yes from me. I'm staying away, unless I love the card, I'm staying away from most modern-day autographs for a few reasons, but that's one of them, yeah. Victoria, what do you think? What do you have any thoughts on that?
I never really thought about it until this question came up, and like it makes sense, right? It does make sense. So yeah, I guess maybe I'll stay away. I don't know, unless I like the card. I just buy what I like. So yeah.
Josh, what do you think?
I think autos will always have value, but just like we were talking about in the Celebrini conversation, you have to buy the right cards if you want them to hold, maintain, or grow value over time.
Louis? Thoughts? Anything?
No, it sounds legit. I mean, there's a lot of Heischer cards that I want to go after, but I actually started pumping the brakes on them just because I'm like, there's so many.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Pick what you want.
Exactly.
Pick what you like instead.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Alberta Boy, 1991. Seeing values of Connor Bedard cards fluctuate, is his card market a hold or sell right now? I don't have a good answer for you. I say we're in discovery mode, and you could make a big mistake selling his card or a big mistake not selling his card. Fun, eh? Good times. Josh.
Yeah, it just depends on the card and your goals. I sound like a broken record, but when you buy cards because you really love them and are cool and want to have them in your collection over the long haul, and then I think those are the cards you'll typically do better on.
Yeah.
And not just buying, when you try to buy cards just to make money, because here's the thing, like, and Victoria, you could chime in on this better than anyone. I'm sure you've learned in the past year vending that the key to vending is quickly moving your inventory. You buy cards to sell that week. Like, typically vendors don't make money when I'm going to buy a card and hold it for a year and then sell it.
Yes.
Because, right. And so it's kind of like people that do that on the collecting side, it's like a hybrid that I don't think works out very often.
Right. No, you're totally right.
All right. Good job, boys and lady. Next question. Schiller. Is 23-24 the only year where Metal had the 1990 retro actual metal cards? Josh.
I believe so, yes. That's the 1990 Skybox retros. That were cool, but I don't know if they'll do that again.
All right. Next question from Twitter. Holy crap. Ted Okada. Love it. In your opinion, where does Outburst stand in the hierarchy of Young Guns? The number one. Louis, what do you think?
Top.
Joshua?
I think from an eye appeal standpoint at the top, but it still does kind of fall in the traditional value slots. But those are the ones I'm most interested over the long haul, are the uppers parallels.
Okay, skipping Victoria. Next question, Instagram, Stutzel18. Since Bedard's rookie year, me and a friend have been doing Bedard versus Stutzel in total points scored for the year. Well, that was silly. The loser has to buy the other person a hobby box of Ultimate. Well, that's fun. Stutzel is 2-0 so far. Surprising. But I don't like my chances moving forward. I don't either. Should I quit while I'm ahead? Yes. Louis, I can't read the thing.
What thing?
Keep counting on beds the injuries, or what would you guys do?
Okay, thank you, Josh. I would have not taken that bet. I love Stutzel. I'm very critical of him, and I would not take that bet again.
Oh, come on. If he's your guy, you can't give up.
Okay, next question. Okay, Mama 2021. 2 questions. Do you guys think I should sell my Celebrini Jumbo Young Guns now or wait some more to see if it goes up? I would immediately sell that yesterday.
Yes. Sell that.
Yep.
Resounding yes here, folks?
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question. What is best diamond in the rough card you have ever bought? I really thought about this question. I don't think I've ever bought a card that was really, really cheap and went up a lot in value. If that's what he meant. I don't think that's ever happened to me. I had Grant sell me a Future Watch Wayne Gretzky all time. That was already a good deal because it was me and he was being nice, but I'm not selling it. So that'd probably be my best one. Do you guys have anything? Or Victoria, have you bought anything in the hobby that has
Not
gone
in
up?
hockey.
No.
No, not in hockey.
Well, you're a dealer. I'm sure that's kind of what you do all the time, right? For Pokemon.
I have a fun basketball
yeah,
story.
I love to like snipe things that are like low in the market and then flip them like a week later when I know they're gonna go up. Yeah.
Right on. Josh, you got a story?
Yeah, so my son Sam, when he was like, I think 8 or 9, something like that, and was a basketball player and loved watching the NBA and was kind of at that age where he was idolizing a lot of players. We were looking for stocking stuffers, and he liked Damian Lillard at the time. And so I did know jack about cards. This was a number of years ago now. I mean, I collected when I was a kid, but I didn't know anything about modern cards. And I got him a Damian Lillard rookie silver prism PSA 10. I think I paid like $15. It was literally a stocking stuffer. And then during the pandemic, we sold it for like $3,000.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, and now it's worth like a few hundred, right? I mean, so that just like the,
Right.
so that was a good start to his savings account.
Okay, well, that's Josh for the win there. A good answer. All right, next question. Max Collectibles Plus. Hey, boys, with the price of Celebrini cards going up, and who knows when it'll stop, and the prices of flagship cards hitting $319 Canadian, do you feel that the regular Joe is getting priced out of the hobby? Also, great work, boys, and Phil in the hot tub. Oh, thanks, man. Was pure gold. Okay, right on. Thanks, Max. I don't have Josh. You go ahead. I don't have a good answer for this.
Again, Series 2 on ePac's 140 US. So get it while it lasts.
Yeah, they did. They did something good there. So, and thank you, Max. That was very nice of you. Larry Lutz. Next question. That's I like that. Why are the SB Authentic Future Watch autos of Celebrini and Bedard 3 to 5 times the value of the SP Authentic Future Watch autos of players like Stamkos, Malkin, Kane, and Tavares? We see someone who's being awakened. And double of those like McKinnon, Draisaitl, and Pasternak. Oh, he took the blue pill or the red pill, whatever. I always script the pill. Do you think the values of the more established and future Hall of Famers will catch up to Celebrini and Bedard, or will there always be a gap between the newer Future Watch autos and the older ones? I will reverse. You answered your own question, Larry, but in reverse. Yes. In reverse. So Celebrini and Bedard are going to catch up on the negative to the other players. They're going to drop. The other ones aren't going to rise.
And some current 8-year-old will be spending $50,000 on cup RPAs 10 years from now.
Yeah. There you go. I think we all pretty much agree on that. Let's go to the next one. Baker. Right on, brother. Me too. If you were a new hockey card collector with no focus on resale value, which veteran and rookie would you personally begin collecting? Louis, what do you think?
I guess the only thing that would change here is I'd still probably be collecting Madonna because that's who I grew up watching until he went bye-bye. And then, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Probably Celebrini or Bedard would be rookies, rookie-ish players that I'd be going after right now. You can't go wrong, but one will probably pay off and one probably won't.
Yeah, even Steven. Josh, what do you think?
I would go in on like Celebrini, right? It's like, and it's probably the opposite of why I asked the question, because I really like him. I just don't want to pay the inflated values. But honestly, like the bigger, broader issue for me has been more trying to focus my collection so it's not all over the place and just hone it in on a handful of players.
I'm scared to get into prospecting. I'm scared to buy a defenseman who's probably not going to get crazy amount of points. But I love Matthew Schaefer. I'm a huge
awesome.
Yeah, he is the real deal, man. He is going to give us some beautiful hockey for 20 years. So he's who I'd pick, even though he only has black diamond cards out there right now. And I don't know, veteran, you can't go wrong, man. Pick anybody. Like, you know what I think? I don't like this player, but like Malkin, he would be a great veteran, respectable player with that. It would be, his cards would not be expensive. He would be a great player to have. And you could have an amazing Malkin PC, and in 10, 15 years, people know who that is. They'll know who Evgeny Malkin is. I think he's a sleeper pick. So someone like that. Victoria,
That's
you seem to be, you like Matthew Nyes lately, eh?
Yeah, like the Nyes thing is like my thing right now, but I'm trying to look for cards of people that I used to watch growing up, people that meant, that we talk about in our family at different gatherings. Like, I think that's what makes collecting hockey, personal for me. It's because I'm trying to pick up some older players that are retired now, but like meant something to my family growing up. So
love it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Next question. Discord.
Hold on. There.
Oh, trunk slam chest. Interesting. I'm not on point right
it's
now.
a wrestling move.
Oh, is
I
it?
don't know. I don't know. I just made that up.
I'll buy that.
Hood push foot. Hood push foot. Anyway. Should Upper Deck drop retail product lines and just put hobby stuff into blasters, hangers, megas at double the odds? No, it's good to have retail. We need a lower tiered thing so we feel superior to the Walmart people. That's important. I need to feel like an elitist when I go to the hobby shop. I don't have much in life, but I need that. So retail's got to stay. I say make even a crappier retail. Yeah. Is that good for everybody?
The Goodwill version.
Keep it.
Goodwill version, yeah. Okay, next question. King Breaks. Do we know anything about distributors? Is it a company or individuals?
Oh, you skipped one. You skipped one.
I did? Oh, crap. Oh, J-Reds. Celebrini, Young Guns, PSA 10s are out of control. $1,900? $5? Get out of here. Second, are McKenna's CHL cards going to tank when his NHL cards come out? Yes, 100% on the second one. And yeah, Celebrini's cards are out of control. Anyone else?
There's very few guarantees, and that is almost a guarantee. So take that to the bank, that pre-NHL cards do not do well once their NHL jersey cards come out.
And this time is not different. Okay? This time it's not different.
Victoria, there were people that spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on Bedard Regina Pats cards, and they're worth a tenth of that or less now.
That hurts. I hate hearing that.
It's big butt hurt. All right. Yeah. Next question. King Breaks, the question that triggered me. Do we know anything about distributors? Yes. Is it a company of individuals? There's two in Canada. They're super mysterious, but also they're not really that mysterious. I can't say anything else. Josh?
Yeah, they're companies. They're not people. And there's a few of them. There's some in the U.S., some in Canada. I don't think we know much about them because they're B2B companies. They're not B2C companies. But I've thought about maybe should we reach out to learn about what distributors do, and maybe I'll do that.
They distribute. They export and import.
2 more left, Phil. You can do it.
I'm good. I'm not, but I'm okay. Instagram. Itahi. Can we pass some type of legislation where it would be legal? I'm thinking he meant illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it would be illegal to keep 1990 Pro Set. First of all, I don't like that word legislation. That just means rules to me. And no, your question is incorrect, and it should be stricken from the record.
Yep. Great cards.
Great cards. Thank you, Louis. That's it. No one else needs to answer. Last question. Robert Kenny, Bobby Kenny. Hey, boys. Do you guys like that in the new Allure, the 16-bit, is a much tougher chase than the doubloons? Which insert do you prefer? I super love rare cards. I love doubloons. I'm not a big 16-bit guy. So, Louis, what do you think?
I only really answered the second one. I prefer the 16-bit for some reason. This year's.
Are you happy they're more rare?
I don't care.
Can I make a point on this though? Because this is an element of rarity that needs to be greater understood. Is that the overall pack odds for 16-bit are tougher than doubloons, but doubloons has a much bigger checklist. And so if you're just looking at from any card's perspective, it's easier to hit a doubloon. If you're looking for a specific player that you love, like a Kaprizov or Brady Tkachuk or something like that, it actually might be harder to hit that player in a doubloons than to get any 16-bit. So you have to look at the individual odds as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Good answer, Josh. And does that bring us to the end?
You're done.
It does.
Good job, Philly.
Thanks, guys
job,
and lady.
All right, we'll end up with personal pickups. And Victoria, you have stuff to show and tell.
Oh, yeah. Something to show you guys.
I'm excited for you. Yeah, get her. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. 2023 Allure Color Flow of Matthew Nyes. I got this yesterday. I'm so happy I saw it. I was trying to bid on something similar on Slab Sharks, didn't get it. And it was raw. So now I'm happy that I have it in a PSA 10. So, yeah.
Nice.
What do you guys think?
Are these numbered?
Yeah, they are. I was actually looking at the back. So there's no number on the front, but it's out of 99. So that's good.
Does this make you want to collect? Because you put these together and it does the whole spectrum of colors, so that you can collect them as a set. And so like
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, Victoria, you got to get the other ones, and then she's gonna freak out. She'll love it. Yeah, if you like this card, you're gonna freak out on the wedding.
Yeah. She's got to get them all
Are
on
they
PSA
all-
10s.
Is it like the same player? Like, will I get the Matthew Nyes?
Yep, it's all Matthew Nyes, and so like it's like so I think like the one to the right of him, if you're looking at it, would be green blue, and then it goes blue purple, and then yellow orange, and then red orange on the other side. So you got the middle one.
I need to find them. Okay, cool.
I love it.
That's so awesome. Thank you.
Looks like you.
Nice.
You did
I like
get
these.
this.
Okay, I
bad
got
boy,
this.
huh?
Last time I talked to you guys about this card, I said I think the seller ghosted me. He didn't. I was buried deep in his DMs, and he shipped this to me on Monday of this past week, and I'm so happy. It's out of 100, 86 out of 100, and I don't know. I saw it. I liked the design. I thought it was really nice, and now I have it.
Fantastic. I think it's a great card. I love your color flow. This is a good, nice card too, though.
I like the color flow a lot. And then this was my first, I decided to treat myself after a very successful show in Ajax last weekend. I saw this in someone's case and I said, if it's still there by the end of the show, I will come by and grab it. And he was over comps a little bit, so we settled on like a respectable number, and very happy to have this outburst. I think I used to like scoff at them. I thought they were like kind of ugly, but now that I see it in person, I think they're really sick. And this is 1 out of 25, so happy to have this one.
Number one. Nice.
Number one.
Yeah, first off the printing press.
I think Victoria's been listening to me. You're buying all your 2 out of 3 are perfect.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right. Good job by you, Victoria.
Yeah, this card, Great White North, Marcel Dion, big fan.
Nice.
I mean, I'm contrary to a lot of people. They know I'm not Canadian, but I am Canadian. My blood bleeds red, white, and red all the time. This card is Mr. Bigglesworth's butt. It is perfect. Yeah, love this card. I mean, straightforward. Well, I didn't want to say the cat's ass, but now I will. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can
Just call your
Josh.
cat's butt
Just say
perfect,
it.
which is weird. But it's a great card. Good job by you.
Thank you. 101. This is an ego purchase, but it's also a very good purchase. It was $1,000. That's what it was.
Ooh.
And hard auto, beautiful card. I have the 101 of Brady on this and the shield. This is a big year that I love for the cup. And just
Hey,
a
you
big
know what,
fan of
though?
this. What?
You know what? what I like about this is you saying that it was $1,000 card. I think it's awesome that Dion, even 101, it's still fetching that.
Yeah,
It's well deserved.
yeah, and to me, and it's worth it. Like what? So what am I supposed to say? Like, come on, man, that's too much. Like, what about $850? I'm gonna waste all my. Sorry, I'm not gonna argue for $150. And you know what? I might have been. It's not worth my time. I don't know. I want this card. Like he had it for I think 11. I think it was 11. I'm like, would you take 1,000? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, that easy, it's simple.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Okay. And my next one, yeah. So I got it's either my 15th or 16th acetate. Pretty straightforward. I'm kind of cursed with this. I'm in no position to be dropping $1,000 right now. I'm not working. I have no income till the end of April. And if 3 more of these come out, I have to buy them. I have to buy them.
You're committed to the bit, right?
It's not even a bid. I'm committed to this whole thing. It's I want to hit 20 and then, I don't know. All right, next one. Yeah. And I never, Josh, you always tell me what they're, so I just call these a 2012-13 Wayne Gretzky Fleer Retro Essential Credential base. It's just not numbered. And listen, I'm going to keep saying it. These are not common. As someone who has opened 2 boxes, these are not common cards. I don't give a crap the other cards are numbered. I don't care.
Yeah.
These are also very not easy to get.
They look amazing too. They look amazing.
And they are an amazing card.
Maybe the best base insert ever.
Yeah. It's top tier. I will, if I see any Gretzky under 100 or less, I will buy them all. I don't care if I have 20 of them. I will buy them all for 100 and less. It is an amazing card.
Yeah. Good pickup.
Thank you.
Is that it?
Good game. Good game, guys.
Me and Baba Louie got nothing.
You got nothing. You boys got nothing. Go Canada.
Canada. The Canadian crew is carrying the load. Okay, Phil. I won't even ask if you had fun, but you made it through. Yeah. Appreciate you for that.
Yeah, I'm just a baby. I'm just a typical man.
This is what we do. Okay. If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, you want to support us, want to chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider $5 a month donation. Join our $999 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description. Within our Instagram, TikTok profiles, you can search for us on hockeycardsgongshow.com or Patreon's website too. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And folks, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a production of Dollarbox Ventures, LLC. Have an amazing start to your week. Feel better, Phil. Thank you, Veronica.
Oh my goodness. You call her Veronica. So Josh, listen. Good listener. Josh put Veronica in the notes. I keep calling her Rebecca. There's something going on.
Yeah, what is happening?
It's okay, guys.
Sorry, Victoria.
We have so many problems that you're just starting to get into. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Baba Louie. Yep. Okay, Baba Louie, take us out.
Phil, have a good night with Donna.
Ooh,
thank you.
Bye.
The Gongshow, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gongshow Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gongshow, let's go, let's go.
Wayne Gretzky on steroids?